Just started university, and my beautiful tutor turns out to be the mother of my child. This video is purely for entertainment and does not infringe on copyrights or laws. The rights to the novel and image belong to the original author. We do not claim ownership. Don't like waiting and want to listen to this fanfic in full now? Subscribe to our Patreon, where you'll find the best fanfics. Chapter 576, Making an App. During Dabao's live broadcast, Lin Feng took Xiaobao outside to ride a bike, and he jogged by himself, while Xiaobao chased behind on an electric bike. Ha ha ha, I surpassed Dad. Dad, slow down, Xiaobao can't catch up with you. Dad, can we play another round? Sibao was swimming, Erbao was preparing for tonight's lesson, and watching Dabao's live broadcast. Learn with everyone. And Sanbao played the drums that he hadn't seen for a long time. The busiest one was Zhang Yuxi, who had a lot of things to do at school. If she didn't come back for lunch at noon, she would have to have a meeting with the teachers in the evening. After Lin Feng took care of Xiaobao, he started to make lunch. Wife, I'll bring you lunch at noon, how about that? Won't it be too much trouble for you? No, what do you want to eat at noon? It's alright, as long as it's made by my husband, I like it. Okay. Lin Feng searched the refrigerator and was busy with the ingredients for lunch, while Xiaobao went to find Sibao. She was 1 year old and could remember everyone's phone number at home. When Lin Feng got the phone card, he used consecutive numbers for easy remembering. At first, I never thought I would have a second child. Xiaobao called Sibao. Hello, is that Brother C? Where are you? I'm so bored. Swimming? Great. I'm coming. After hanging up the phone, Xiaobao turned around and ran to Lin Feng. Dad, I'm going to find Brother C, he's swimming. Okay, walk slowly on the way, don't run. Be careful of the slippery ground next to the swimming pool. And tell Brother C to stop swimming, it's time for lunch. After hearing this, Xiaobao turned around and ran. I know. Xiaobao ran to the swimming pool. Brother C, I want to play too. Home swimming pools must be kept at a constant temperature except in summer, which is a considerable expense. When Sibao was in school, they were rarely opened. During the holidays, they were opened every day. The water was changed every 5 days. In order not to waste water, Lin Feng used it to water the flowers, lawns, and vegetable gardens. The two of them played and made noises in the swimming pool. Seeing that they hadn't come back for a long time, Lin Feng knew that they were playing again. These two. At 11:30, Dabao's live broadcast was coming to an end. That's all for today's class. If you don't understand anything, please leave a comment and let me know. If you want me to talk about any other questions, you can also leave a comment. I can talk about a chemistry course next time. Okay, let's go eat. Take a look at the notes when you have time. The platform account I left for you has several sections. If you don't understand anything, you can go there to ask. Erbao saw that many people had turned Weibo into a place for learning with questions and answers. So he consulted Lin Ji. Lin Ji's company made a software app and a PC version overnight. Lin Ji was responsible for website maintenance. Time was tight, so the app had only a few sections. If you asked a question, friends from all over the world would give you an answer. It was very convenient and it was also a place for a school. It is currently version 1.0. If there are many users and a large number of downloads, there may be a 2.0. Lin Ji's suggestion is to use it all the time, and then you can open different pages. When he is done, he will set up a research and development team to make this app bigger and stronger. As for the fees, they are waived. The more this happened, the more Erbao wanted to make this app better and suggest that more people use this app. Oh, it's almost noon, and this morning has passed. Everyone, let's go eat, we'll see you in the evening. After hanging up, Erbao held his chin and didn't know what he was thinking. Dabao packed up the experimental supplies. Second sister, what are you thinking about? Dad called us to eat. Erbao came back to his senses and said with a smile, Big brother, you go first, I'll call Uncle Lin Ji. Dabao nodded, okay. Erbao called Lin Ji. According to the time, he and Wen Xiao should return to Beijing. Uncle Lin Ji, I just want to ask about the recent learning app. Really? You started it last night. Okay, just elementary school to senior high school. Okay. Okay, Uncle Lin Ji, thank you for your hard work. When can it be completed? 2 months, okay. I asked Sanbao to help me design the logo. Okay, thank you. After hanging up the phone, Erbao went downstairs humming a little song while looking at the income from today's live broadcast. Damn, 450,000. Not bad. After 3 live broadcasts, it's almost 1 million. Very good. Seeing Erbao so happy, Lin Feng guessed whether she made money from live broadcasting. Sister Sanbao, I want to tell you something. Sanbao was washing Xiaobao's hands and asked without raising her head, what's the matter? You know Uncle Lin Ji is making that app. He said that our previous logo was too casual, and the banner, background picture and everything are needed. Sanbao understood what he meant. Leave this to me. Erbao hugged her and acted coquettishly. Sister Sanbao, you are the best. I love you the most. Muah. Xiaobao Dang stood on tiptoes. Xiaobao wants it too. Erbao picked up Xiaobao and kissed her hard on her chubby little face. Come, let me smell Xiaobao's smell. Xiaobao shrank her neck and giggled. No. The few of them went to the dining room while playing. Lin Feng called them. Come over there quickly, we're waiting for you. Who'll wash the dishes after dinner? Do your own work. Xiaobao and I will go to bring lunch to your mother after dinner. After returning, he took Xiaobao to take a nap. After Xiaobao sat down, he took a spoon to eat lunch by himself, and Lin Feng reminded him. Eat quickly. After eating, we will go to find mom and bring her food. Xiaobao was very excited when he heard it, and hurried to eat by himself. As a result, there were many movements, but not much food in his mouth. Sanbao couldn't stand it, so he picked up the bowl and fed Xiaobao. Eat quickly. Xiaobao grinned at Sanbao. Sister Sanbao, I like you the most. In her heart, everyone is the most favorite, and whoever does something for her, her little mouth is so sweet. After Lin Feng finished eating, he went to the kitchen to clean up, and Xiaobao said quickly. Dad, wait for Xiaobao. Xiaobao will be ready soon. Wait for Xiaobao for a moment. Lin Feng's voice came from the kitchen. Dad needs another 5 minutes. Hurry up, I can only wait for you 5 minutes. Xiaobao looked down at his bowl and saw that he still had 2 or 3 mouthfuls. Sister Sanbao, hurry up, Xiaobao needs to eat it all in one bite. Erbao comforted Xiaobao. It's okay, Dad will wait for Xiaobao. Sister will go get your shoes, and you can leave after you finish eating. Xiaobao nodded heavily. Okay. Sibao brought the coat over, and when Xiaobao finished eating, they were ready to go. Dad, let's go. Go find mom. Lin Feng held her in one hand and carried the lunchbox in the other. Say goodbye to your brothers and sisters. Xiaobao waved her chubby little hand. Goodbye, brothers and sisters. Xiaobao will be back soon. Everyone waved to Xiaobao. Chapter 577 Naughty Little Treasure. Lin Feng bought this lunchbox abroad. It has a large capacity, partitions, and excellent heat preservation effect. In fact, it is also made in China, but it is rarely seen in China. Lin Feng drove to the school. Xiaobao in the back seat was playing with toys and asked, Dad, when will we arrive? Are there students in the school? Are there brothers and sisters? Is it fun there? Is there a slide in the playground? Xiaobao wants to play on the slide. This is the first time Xiaobao has gone to school since he grew up. Lin Feng has not been to school for many years. He has children to take care of at home, big and small, so he has no time. He drove to the school and parked in the parking lot. Xiaobao pointed at Zhang Yuxi's car and said, Dad, look, Mom's car. Zhang Yuxi was still driving the blue sedan. It has been more than 10 years and is in good condition. Except for the repair of the outer shell, the interior has basically not been touched, which made Zhang Yuxi look at it with admiration. Lin Feng saw the license plate number and it was Zhang Yuxi's. Kissing Xiaobao's face, Xiaobao is really amazing. Yes, this is Mom's car. Xiaobao said with a smile. Xiaobao is the best. Lin Feng smiled. Yes, Xiaobao is the best and the smartest. Holding Xiaobao and walking into the school, it feels like I haven't seen it for a few years, and there are still quite a lot of changes. Construction is going on everywhere, and it has already taken shape. I think the school will be just as Zhang Yuxi said in the future. It will get better and better. Lin Feng called Zhang Yuxi. Wife, Xiaobao and I are here. Where are you now? Well, he didn't even know where his wife's office was. When they arrived at the principal's office, Xiaobao rushed in first. Mom, Zaya Abeo is here. Zhang Yuxi picked up Zaya Abeo. Oh, Zaya Abeo is here. Are you bringing food to Mom? Zaya Abeo nodded, smacked Zhang Yuxi on the face, and went to play. The office is still the principal's office, with some minor changes, but not obvious. Zaya Abeo knelt on the sofa and looked at the fish in the fish tank. Lin Feng put the lunchbox on the table. Where do we eat? Zhang Yuxi sat down. Here. Lin Feng opened the lunchbox, and Zhang Yuxi's face was full of happiness. It smells so good. My husband's cooking is always delicious. Lin Feng smiled slightly. Eat quickly. Zaya Abeo waved at Lin Feng. Dad, come and see. What is this? Lin Feng walked over and took a look. What is this? Zaya Abeo tilted his head. Dad, can we give them names? Okay, you choose them. This one is called Hong Hong. This one is called Huang Huang. There were more than a dozen fish in total, and Zaya Abeo could give them names. Zhang Yuxi finished eating. Husband, I have to go to a meeting later. You guys go back by yourselves. Okay, you do your thing. What do you want to eat tonight? It's alright, as long as it's made by my husband. I like it. This is true, as long as Lin Feng makes it, even if it's stir-fried vegetables, she thinks it tastes good. Zhang Yuxi went out, and Lin Feng also left with Zaya Abeo. Zaya Abeo wanted to walk around the school, and Lin Feng followed behind with a lunchbox. Not all students in the school have left. Some students are still in school. Wow, look, there's a good-looking guy and a little baby over there. Let's go and have a look. The two little girls came over, squatted down and coaxed Zaya Abeo with snacks. Zaya Abeo grinned. Thank you, sister. This scene made Lin Feng think of the past. In the past, he also brought the 4 treasures to school, and each of them was very lovable. Zaya Abeo was chubby and super cute when he smiled. He was really the type that everyone loved. After the two little girls left, Zaya Abeo had a lot of snacks in his clothes. Dad, school is great. Lin Feng laughed. Do you know what school is for? Zaya Abeo shook his head. Lin Feng knew that Zaya Abeo didn't like studying. You'll know later. After the two left school, they went to the supermarket again and bought ingredients for the evening. A good-looking father and a cute daughter will become the focus wherever they go. Zaya Abeo has become accustomed to it. She sat in the shopping cart and asked Lin Feng to push her to the fresh food area. What are they going to do? Go see the fish. Lin Feng bought a sea bass for Zaya Abeo and another braised fish for the 4 treasures. Crabs? Dad, let's buy some crabs? Okay. Lin Feng bought some more crabs to take back. Zaya Abeo swung his legs and looked at the crabs in Lin Feng's pocket. Since Lin Feng bought the crabs, the little guy has stopped making trouble and just stared at the crabs to play. Lin Feng went to the vegetable and fruit area again, bought some, and went home. Dad, can I hold the crabs? No, I can hold them on the way back, but not in the car. So, getting off the cart to hold crabs was the first thing Zaya Abeo did. A total of 10 crabs were bought. Lin Feng knew that Zaya Abeo wanted to play, so when he got there, he used a blow to separate a crab. Zaya Abeo came home with a crab in his hand, looked at the crab wrapped in layers of plastic bags, and asked, Dad, can I let it out? Yes, but you can't touch it with your hands. If it pinches you, you will get hurt. Okay. Zaya Abeo's crab was medium to small in size, and Lin Feng started to deal with the ingredients after letting it out. As for where the children went, I don't know. Zaya Abeo, go call your brothers and sisters to see where they are. Zaya Abeo called Sanbeo, but no one answered, so she called Sibeo. Sibeo and Erbeo went out to play skateboarding and would be back soon. The others planned to take a nap while they were gone. Lin Feng asked Zaya Abeo to hang up the phone. Zaya Abeo, let's play in the living room and let the brothers and sisters have a good rest. Although Zaya Abeo agreed verbally, she couldn't help but want to show the crab to her brothers and sisters. She also gave it a very nice name, Stone. She walked while calling Stone. She found that the crab was walking towards her direction, which made Zaya Abeo mistakenly think that it could understand what she said. Thinking of this, she was very excited and hurried to tell Lin Feng. Dad, Stone can understand what I say. Stone. Zaya Abeo has been very concerned about naming things recently. No matter what it is, it must be represented by a name. There are all kinds of strange names. A crab. Lin Feng understood. Why do you think it can understand you? Because I call it, it will follow me. Lin Feng said, wow, that Stone is really smart. You play, Dad will be done soon. Xiaobao looked at the stone, thinking that he must show it to his brothers and sisters. Thinking of Lin Feng's warning, Xiaobao looked left and right and found a box. Stone, go in. The stone walked away sideways. Xiaobao squatted on the ground and said gently, go in, I'll take you upstairs to find your brothers and sisters. The stone walked away sideways again. Xiaobao blocked its way with a box. But the stone walked sideways, and after a few tries, he finally put the crab into the box. Looking at the crab crawling around inside, Xiaobao went upstairs. Be good, don't crawl out. Crabs can understand. No way. So, it finally flipped out. Scared, Xiaobao subconsciously grabbed it with his hands, trying to put it back. However, this time, the crab pinched her finger with a snap. Xiaobao was stunned for a moment, and then she felt severe pain and burst into tears. Chapter 578 I don't have much education, don't scare me. Daddy, Daddy. Lin Feng had been taking care of Xiaobao for so long, but this was the first time he heard her cry so sadly. He immediately had a bad feeling and rushed over to take a look. He saw Xiaobao also running over here, crying so sadly with one hand stretched out. Lin Feng saw that there was a crab hanging on Xiaobao's finger with its claws and teeth bared. His heart skipped a beat and he quickly picked up Xiaobao. He filled the pool with water and put Xiaobao's hand and the crab in. The crab had clamped so hard that it was bleeding. Lin Feng felt heartbroken and blamed himself, and coaxed the crying Xiaobao, okay, little darling, don't cry, it will be fine in a while. The noise woke up Sanbao. She had already gone out and was in the corridor on the second floor. When she heard Xiaobao crying, she hurried downstairs. While running, she asked, what's wrong? What's wrong? Lin Feng was busy coaxing Xiaobao and didn't reply. As soon as Sanbao saw it, he felt distressed. Xiaobao was sweating all over as he cried on Lin Feng's shoulder. Sanbao hurried to get the medicine box. Dabao also went downstairs. When he heard the noise, he came over to see, and his face changed color. What's going on? Xiaobao cried pitifully, it hurts, woo, woo. Everyone gathered together to coax Xiaobao. Sibao called Dabao and asked him to buy some roasted gluten and asked them if they wanted to eat it. Dabao's tone was cold, no, come back soon. Xiaobao's hand was pinched by a crab. Xiaobao's crying could be heard through the phone. In less than a minute, the crab loosened its claws and Xiaobao's finger was saved. Everyone finally breathed a sigh of relief. During this process, Xiaobao was still very obedient and did not move her fingers. She looked at herself with tears in her eyes and said, woo, it's bleeding, bleeding. Sanbao disinfected with iodine tincture, and the whole family surrounded her. Lin Feng looked at the wound and said, just do some simple disinfection, and we'll go get a tetanus shot. After putting a band-aid on Xiaobao's wound, Lin Feng changed her clothes, wiped off her sweat, and the family set off. Dabao sent a message to Erbao. Let's get a tetanus shot. Erbao and Sibao thought it looked serious, so they hurried to the address. In less than 10 minutes, they drove to the community hospital. They happened to meet Erbao and Sibao who had arrived. After entering, they found that there were a lot of people queuing up for vaccinations, most of them were children. Xiaobao's vaccinations have never been a worry-free experience, and there has never been a time when the whole family didn't go together. All means have been used, and in the end, they still have to resort to force. There is nothing we can do about it, it will be fine when he grows up. My goodness, as soon as I entered, I heard the crying of a child getting the vaccine, and Xiaobao was so scared that she stopped crying. Tears hung on her pink little face, and she looked terrified. Daddy, let's go. Daddy, let's go. Lin Feng coaxed her, little Bao, be good, we have to give you an injection if you are bitten by a crab, you can see it is bleeding. Little Bao refused to listen. Let's go, Daddy, let's go. I don't want an injection. Oh my God, she cried even harder. For a moment, she didn't know whether she was sad about the injection or the crab pinch, but she was very sad. Seeing that Lin Feng was indifferent, little Bao decided to escape from his arms and walk down by herself. Lin Feng hugged her tightly. You must get an injection for this, dear. Little Bao cried loudly, and this infectious cry made the child who had just stopped crying cry again. The four brothers and sisters tried to coax her together, but it didn't work at all. Little Bao finally lost her temper. No, I just don't want it. Daddy is annoying, you all are annoying. Stones are annoying too, I don't like them anymore. After all, Lin Feng had a way, and took advantage of little Bao's crying time and said with a serious face. But if you don't get the injection, Zia Bao's finger will be damaged, and you won't have this finger anymore. All 5 kids looked at Lin Feng. Sanbao quickly looked at Zia Bao, afraid that Zia Bao would lose his temper. Zia Bao was stunned, with a look on his face. What are you talking about? I don't have much education, don't scare me. Lin Feng's face didn't have the slightest hint of joking. He explained to Zia Bao carefully and gently, crabs are very powerful, they can pinch our fingers off. If you get an injection, it will slowly get better. You saw it too, a lot of blood just now, right? It's serious, isn't it? At this time, Zia Bao stopped crying, staring blankly at her cute, caterpillar-like finger. She was probably still in shock. After all, she was about to lose this finger. She moved her finger and felt that it was still there, so she sniffed her nose. The 4 treasures also followed this idea and tried to persuade her in various ways. Dabao, Zia Bao, if you don't get the injection, you will lose your hands, and you won't be able to play many games in the future. Zia Bao was stunned. Hey, isn't it that you lose your fingers? How is it related to hands? He was young and hadn't figured it out yet, when he heard her Bao exaggerate. Oh my god, then go get the injection quickly. How will Zia Bao eat without hands in the future? Zia Bao was stunned again. You can feed me. Sanbao coaxed gently. Zia Bao, do you want to lose your fingers? Zia Bao shook her head and stared at Sanbao blankly, wanting to cry. Woo, but she didn't want to get the injection. Sibao was even more exaggerated than Bao. If that happens, it is very likely that the fingers will be gone first, and then the whole hand will be gone. Zia Bao shrank her hand with a look of horror. She didn't want to lose her whole hand. Who said this just now? Sibao was hit by Bao and Sanbao for saying this. Dabao also stared at him, as if to say, that's too much? Chapter 579 Crab expresses innocence. Because of this topic, Zia Bao stopped crying for the time being. However, it was their turn in the team, and everyone around couldn't help laughing. After all, parents can say anything to coax their children to get an injection. One of the parents who was watching the fun and kind-hearted came over to ask, Hey, what happened to the baby's hand? Lin Feng said with a smile, it was pinched while playing with crabs. Speaking of this, Zia Bao was extremely sad and said to his brothers and sisters, the crab was called Shitao, and I wanted to show it to Sister Sanbao. Then, it fell out, and I used my hand to pick it up. Lin Feng followed her question, then it was pinched. Zia Bao was about to burst into tears again, and nodded. The parent had just heard it, and quickly said, is that so? Then you must get an injection, otherwise the consequences will be very serious. It happened that he had a wound on his hand, so he took it out and showed it to Zia Bao. Did you see the wound on Uncle's face? It was pinched by a crab while playing, so I had to get an injection. If you don't get an injection, you won't have this finger anymore. The man continued to wave his hands. Without it, you won't be able to eat, do homework, or do more fun things. As he spoke, it was Zia Bao's turn. Lin Feng sat down, and the doctor asked, what's the situation? Upon learning that Zia Bao was pinched by a crab, let me see the wound. After opening the band-aid, Zia Bao was so scared that he shrank into Lin Feng's arms, sobbing. The doctor took a look and said, go get a tetanus shot. Lin Feng took Zia Bao to get an injection, and the doctor prepared the needle. Zia Bao wanted to cry when he saw the needle, and Lin Feng quickly covered it with his hand. Don't look, we won't look. Zia Bao cried, Dad, I don't want an injection, no. Lin Feng coaxed her, you have to get it, just hold on. The 4 treasures surrounded Zia Bao and coaxed her in various ways. Seeing that they were all very good looking, the nurse couldn't help but ask, who are you to the little girl? Dabao smiled faintly and said, we are her brothers and sisters. The little nurse was shocked, are they biological children? Dabao nodded. The little nurse was stunned, and she was shocked. Zia Bao was still crying. Although he wanted to have his hand, he was afraid of the injection and was crying. Dad, I don't want the injection. Sister Sanbao, help me, save Zia Bao. Brother Sibao, Zia Bao is in pain, it hurts so much. What is it like to be a parent? Seeing that the child was like this, Lin Feng actually began to want to laugh a little. It hasn't started yet. Zhang Yuxi said, I don't want you to feel it, I want me to feel it. I am in pain, no matter whether he has started the injection or not. Finally, the injection started. Zhang Yuxi didn't know, but he could feel it. He struggled in Lin Feng's arms. No, no. After persuading for a long time, he finally had to force it. The nurse gave the injection very quickly and skillfully. Lin Feng coaxed Xiaobao, look, it's over. Xiaobao howled a few times, but couldn't hold it back and clicked. She turned her head and saw that Lin Feng had already started to dress her. She was happy and laughed again. As if to say, hey, it's over? Just like that? This crying and laughing made the whole family laugh. Lin Feng took the little treasures home. Looking at the tearful Xiaobao, Bao smiled and said, Xiaobao was so brave today. Bao also flattered, that's right, our Xiaobao is the bravest. Bao held back his laughter, that's right, we are not as brave as Xiaobao. Bao teased her, look, actually, injections are not scary, right? And this is good for our health. Xiaobao lay on Lin Feng's shoulder, sobbing. When they got home, they saw crabs crawling around, and Xiaobao snorted. You are annoying. I will not love you anymore. Lin Feng sighed, it was your own carelessness. Why blame the crab? Crab, yes, why blame me? Did I do anything wrong? Lin Feng coaxed Xiaobao, don't do this next time. Be careful, understand. Fortunately, this crab is not big, otherwise, Xiaobao's injury must be very serious this time. Okay, go to sleep. Xiaobao pouted, Daddy, blow on it, my hand hurts. Lin Feng blew, be good, go to sleep. Xiaobao couldn't sleep, probably because of the pain in his hand. Lin Feng kept blowing on his fingers, and Xiaobao fell asleep in a daze. After Xiaobao fell asleep, Lin Feng left. The doctor prescribed medicine, which was cool and comfortable to apply, and relieved a lot of pain. When Zhang Yuxi came back, she learned about this and felt distressed and funny. Xiaobao was angry, Mom, don't laugh. Zhang Yuxi quickly said, okay, Mom won't laugh. Be careful next time. Xiaobao nodded reluctantly. Because Xiaobao had a wound, seafood was not allowed. She also said she didn't want to eat seafood because she was still angry. Horizontal ellipsis. If you're listening to this novel on a channel other than Fanfic World, it means they downloaded and uploaded it without effort. We cordially invite you to visit our channel, Mundo Fanfic Novelis. There you'll find the original version of this story and you can explore many other novels of various genres. We're waiting for you to immerse yourself in a world of incredible novels. Chapter 580 Beauty is Justice. 8 o'clock. Sanbao is going to give a live English class tonight. Among the 4 people, she is the best at English because she often performs abroad. However, in addition to English, the 4 treasures can also speak French and other languages, and can communicate normally. However, in terms of English, the other few can't compare with Sanbao. So the task of teaching English class fell on Sanbao. Sanbao found a place and hung a blackboard behind her. She appeared without makeup, and the comments on the live broadcast were all, beautiful as a picture, a fairy. Sanbao is beautiful but not aware of it. She thinks she looks like that, and she doesn't know how beautiful she is. Long legs, oval face, watery eyes, she is even more beautiful than Liu Xiangxin. If Sanbao didn't fall in love with music, but took another path. For example, an artist who relies on her face to make a living would probably be popular on the internet. Sanbao used to have a very gentle personality, but later she went further and further on the road of music, and her personality became much colder to the outside world. But all this does not prevent her from being a beauty. The number of live viewers reached 60 million, which is higher than that of Dabao. This may be because Sanbao has her own fans. This is Sanbao's first time to speak. I feel that she is not very good, but she is beautiful. Many little cuties gave Sanbao gifts. The types of questions that Sanbao spoke were classified, and he spoke seriously and softly. It is easy for the audience to listen. On the other hand, the injured Xiaobao was very delicate today, and she wanted to be hugged no matter what she did. She would never do it herself, but as long as she was asked to do something. Xiaobao's hands hurt, and they are bleeding a lot. Well, looking at her pitiful little look, it is really heartbreaking. Lin Feng hugged Xiaobao, let's go to the yard to play with Dad. Zhang Yuxi made a condition. Dad, you have to hold me. I don't want to walk. Lin Feng was puzzled. Why? Your hand is injured, not your foot. Zhang Yuxi lay on Lin Feng, but Zhang Yuxi doesn't want to. The soft and sticky voice, coupled with Zhang Yuxi's little expression, let alone not wanting to walk, Lin Feng would unconditionally agree to whatever she wants to do. Lin Feng installed a lot of colorful lights on the tree outside, which looked especially beautiful at night, just like a Christmas tree. On the swing, Zhang Yuxi was in Lin Feng's arms, pushing for more. Dad, can I buy a new toy? What toy? I don't know, can you go and check it out at night? You already have a lot of toys. If Dad buys me a toy, Zhang Yuxi's hand won't hurt. Really? Really? Because Zhang Yuxi is happy. In this case, Lin Feng took Zhang Yuxi to look at toys online. Sure enough, Zhang Yuxi was so happy that he had long forgotten about the pain in his hand. Lying on Lin Feng's shoulder, Dad, what is this? So beautiful. This is an assembled castle, do you want it? Yes. Then we can only buy this one. Can you buy a few more for Zhang Yuxi? Dad, you are the best, please, Dad. Lin Feng had no choice but to let Zhang Yuxi act like a spoiled child. Okay, then buy a few more. But not too many. This is a reward for your bravery in getting the injection today. Okay. Zhang Yuxi came over after finishing her work and saw Zhang Yuxi choosing toys by himself. Lin Feng whispered to her, this little girl negotiated with me, saying that if I buy her toys, her hand won't hurt. Zhang Yuxi laughed, listen to her nonsense, I'll buy her toys later and some of her hands will hurt you. Zhang Yuxi has a typical chubby face, especially when she lowers her head, she is super cute. Her face is round, her little mouth is pouty, and the curves of her cheeks and little mouth are super cute. How could Lin Feng not know what Zhang Yuxi is thinking? Forget it, Zhang Yuxi has suffered today too. Just make do with her this time. In the end, Zhang Yuxi bought 3 toys and then went to find her brother Dabao. Dabao was in the laboratory, so he went to find Erbao. Erbao was watching the live broadcast, and when he saw Zhang Yuxi coming, he hugged her in his arms. Second sister, Zhang Yuxi's hand hurts. Erbao blew on it quickly, is it better? Zhang Yuxi shook his head, and Erbao frowned. What should he do? Second sister, was Zhang Yuxi brave today? Very brave, Zhang Yuxi is so awesome. Zhang Yuxi hugged Erbao's neck, then is there any reward for Zhang Yuxi? If there is a reward, Zhang Yuxi's hands won't hurt. Erbao understood, and it turned out that he came here to ask for something. What does Zhang Yuxi want? Erbao said with a smile, toys. Okay. Come, let's see the toys. Buy them for Zhang Yuxi no matter how expensive they are. Must buy. Zhang Yuxi got 3 toys from Erbao, and then said very considerately. Second sister, please be busy, Zhang Yuxi is going to find Dad. Erbao and Zhang Yuxi are both smart, okay? I immediately understood what Zhang Yuxi was doing, okay, goodbye. Zhang Yuxi went to find Sibao. Sibao bought 5 toys, all of which were super expensive. Zhang Yuxi didn't know much about the price, just liked it or not. There are 4 brothers and sisters in the family, so they can get a lot of toys. As Sanbao's live broadcast was coming to an end, Erbao came over and asked everyone with a smile, today's class is over. Our third sister has a gentle personality and teaches in a gentle way. I wonder if you like it. We have 4 children with different personalities, so the teaching methods are also completely different. Usually everyone is very tired from studying, so before the lunch break at noon, I will let my 4th brother teach you some stretching tips. For example, if your cervical spine is uncomfortable, your wrists or arms are uncomfortable, it's alright. If the mothers here want to learn how to match nutrition for their children, my father can come and teach you. While studying, we will try to make the winter vacation colorful. After saying so much, Erbao clapped his hands, okay, see you tomorrow. I will tell you about the course arrangements and changes on Weibo. Please pay more attention and support. After watching the live broadcast, Erbao took a breath. Oh my god, 680,000. Erbao took a look at Sanbao's face that had turned everyone upside down, and couldn't help but sigh. Sure enough, appearance is justice. Sanbao was a little uncomfortable with being stared at. Second sister, why are you looking at me like that? Erbao chuckled, I just think you're so pretty. Sanbao. Urbeo happily went to find Sibeo and asked him to teach before taking a nap. Sibeo had no problem. Finally he had a place to use his skills. He went to find Lin Feng again. Lin Feng was surprised. "Why do you have my job?" Urbeo chuckled. "Dad cooks so well, there must be someone to appreciate it." "Dad, just think of it as supporting me." Lin Feng nodded. "Okay." Urbeo flattered. "Dad, you're so nice. I love you so much." Chapter 581 National Dad. Now, except for Zhang Yuxi and Urbeo, the live broadcast time of others has been clearly arranged by Urbeo. Not only that, she has already planned that after the winter vacation, she will also arrange a live broadcast of courses. In addition, she also wants to use her own connections to enrich the content of the live broadcast. However, this cannot be rushed, and it must be done step by step. Before lunch the next day, Urbeo began to set up the machine, 3 cameras, and live broadcast in all aspects. Urbeo clapped his hands. "Okay, we can live broadcast." This is Lin Feng's first live broadcast, and it feels quite strange. Urbeo asked, "Dad, are you ready?" Lin Feng made a gesture to Urbeo, and Urbeo turned on the equipment. Lin Feng greeted the camera. "Hi, everyone, today I will live broadcast cooking for you. This is my first live broadcast. If there's anything wrong, I hope you can forgive me." The comment area is shouting "Dad" like crazy. Fuck, the mysterious dad is so handsome, no wonder his children are so good looking. "Dad, are you still short of children? Can you help me?" "Father-in-law, it's our first meeting, please take care of me." "Dad, can I be your daughter-in-law?" There were too many comments, so Raymond Lam didn't look closely. He only looked at 1 or 2 comments occasionally and answered them all. In just 20 minutes, the number of viewers reached 70 million, which shocked Urbeo. "I didn't expect her father to be so popular. I really didn't realize it." The main reason was that everyone wanted to see the true face of this powerful dad and see who he was. How did he raise such outstanding children? Not only the children wanted to see it, but also the parents wanted to see it. In this way, Raymond Lam appeared in the public eye for the first time. If it weren't for Urbeo's career, Raymond Lam really didn't want to do this. While cooking, Raymond Lam chatted with the audience on the other side of the camera. "Speaking of cooking, I still have some experience." A fresh fish was cleaned up quickly and his warm noise. "When they were 8 to 9 months old, I started to make complimentary food for them. It's been almost 20 years. The tastes of several children are similar, which saves me a lot of trouble." He deboned a fish and sliced a fish meat. His hands were quick and sharp. "I wonder if there are any parents watching my live cooking. It must be tiring to take care of your children's diet while working while your children go to school. As far as I know, some mothers stay at home full-time to find their children in the 3rd year of high school. I'll take some time to write a recipe someday. It's not laborious and it's good for the children's health." After that, he rinsed the fish fillets under the faucet while explaining. "This method will make the fish fillets taste better in a while." Lin Feng's tone of voice makes it easy for people to listen to him. It feels like listening to him is a kind of enjoyment. "You can tell me what you want to eat. I'll make it with you live if there's a chance." Lin Feng glanced at the comments and found that many people were asking, how did he raise such excellent children? How did the 4 treasures get such good grades? Lin Feng smiled and replied, "I didn't deliberately cultivate anything, I just tried to cultivate what the children wanted to do. As for what kind of people they will become in the future, it depends on themselves. I have the same idea as every parent. I hope the children can be safe and healthy. If they have a promising future, it would be even better. So, I have always held this attitude towards the children, letting them develop, and now it seems that they are developing well." Lin Feng began to cut into strips, which did not affect his live broadcast at all. He smiled faintly. "But our family's economic conditions are slightly better. Even if the children are not very outstanding, they can still have a good life. So, I have such an idea. But many people's family conditions are different. I personally think that children and parents should tolerate and understand each other. In the 3rd year of high school, you have to work as hard as you can to accomplish the impossible in life. Don't think that my children like to play at ordinary times, but when they need to work hard, they will go all out. You said that among the 4 children, 1 child is smart. It is understandable. All 4 children are smart. I think this is not inevitable. They must have their own efforts. People should not only look at the surface, everything has 2 sides." Lin Feng hasn't chatted like this for a long time. Since he started taking care of the four treasures, his life has always revolved around the family. Occasionally, he chatted with Zhang Anmin, Li Ubo and a few others. These people knew his past, and he talked about the little things about the four treasures. Take Sanbeo for example. She practices the piano for more than 2 hours every day, and has persisted for so many years regardless of wind or rain. Erbeo likes design, and buys a lot of magazines every day. It seems that her bedside table is full of magazines about jewelry design. Dabeo likes chemistry. There are countless possibilities for an experiment. Maybe she won't succeed once in a week, but she won't give up. Sibeo is very talented in sports, but if a talented person doesn't use it, no matter how good the talent is, it's useless. Sibeo has worked hard. Some people are not born to be successful in learning. Lin Feng said a lot, expressing his own thoughts. During the conversation, the meal was ready. Lin Feng clapped his hands. Okay, I've talked so much to everyone today, let's go back and have lunch. Erbeo popped up and greeted everyone. We finally got to see our dad today. Isn't he handsome? My dad doesn't talk so much usually. Maybe it's because he met you lovely people. Just like my dad said, he and mom never put any pressure on us since we were young and let us develop on our own. But we ourselves know that a good life is achieved through hard work and effort, and we need to go all out in everything. So, I also hope that everyone will try their best and challenge the impossible. Erbeo waved. Goodbye. At 2:30 this afternoon, my brother will teach you how to stretch to relieve the fatigue brought about by our study and work. Don't go away, everyone. Uncles and aunts can also come in and study together. Suddenly, Erbeo pointed at the thermal box in Lin Feng's hand and said, Wait a minute, let me introduce you to something that is super useful. This is my dad's favorite. This is an insulated box. Dad will put the baby's baby food in it. Sometimes when mom doesn't go home for lunch, she uses this to deliver food. This is not an advertisement. This is super useful and not expensive. It's about 300 yuan. Dad has used it for more than a year. He has tried lunchboxes and stewing cups and found them useful. This is a very niche brand. I think you may not have heard of it. I'd like to reiterate here that this is not an advertisement. You can tell by the degree of wear and tear on the inside and outside. If some students don't go home for lunch and don't want to eat out, uncles and aunts can buy this. It's very affordable and convenient. Okay, let's go eat more. After hanging up the phone, Erbeo smiled. She did this because this product is really useful and she wanted to eat. Prepare for future advertising. The income this time is about 400,000 yuan, and Raymond Lam has suddenly become the national dad. Raymond Lam was stunned when he got this title. He had heard of husbands before, but he didn't expect there was also the title of dad. Lin Feng's appearance and virtuous immediately became a hot search. I never thought that his family was so rich, and he cooked and took care of the children himself. Damn, did his wife save the galaxy in her previous life? Haha, look at the men nowadays. They are ugly, incompetent, and can't do anything. Yes, those men who only earn 2,000 or 3,000 yuan a month, while saying how tired they are, go home and be uncles. Don't we women feel tired? Alice, good men, really, are all other people's. Look at our own goods, that's all. Such a man, I don't ask for many, just give me one. Dad, do you need a child? Do you think I can do it? I don't have any other skills, I just know how to eat. Can I be your son-in-law? Can your daughter-in-law? Not only am I good looking, but my family is also well off. I will be attending Harvard next year. I have liked your fourth child for a long time. You see. Everyone went to leave messages on Erbeo's Weibo. Some said it was good, while others said it was just Raymond Lam putting on a show. But they were immediately slapped in the face. To those who say he is putting on a show, I really want to say, MDZZ. 3 angles of shooting, what a show. That's right, I am a chef, and his skill in killing fish is better than our chefs. Doja Coin, to put it bluntly, is just jealous and can't stand others doing well. Chapter 582, Carrying Insulated Box. Lin Feng was quite open-minded about the comments on the internet. Erbeo started to read the comments after dinner, looking annoyed, but he didn't say anything. They are much more mature than their peers, and have seen the world, so they don't bother with these people. After dinner, it was Sibeo's turn to live broadcast. Sibeo was still very excited, and he had prepared for this for a long time. Erbao found a special place for him to perform. Zhang Yuxi was very curious about what live broadcasting was, but when he learned that it was a job, he immediately lost interest. Her fingers haven't healed yet, and she was so spoiled that she asked Lin Feng to hold her for a nap. Daddy will tell you a story, okay? I don't want to listen. Daddy will go check the delivery. When will my toys arrive? Okay, let's go check the delivery. The father and daughter leaned against each other, both crossing their legs. It will arrive around tomorrow afternoon. Zhang Yuxi heard, tomorrow afternoon. Okay, I'll wait a little longer. Come here, let Daddy see how your wound is. Zhang Yuxi shrank her arms, don't look, it hurts. Lin Feng didn't force her, okay, then go to sleep. Zhang Yuxi rolled around with her hands raised, I want Daddy to pat Zhang Yuxi before I go to sleep. Okay, pat, pat, pat. If Zhang Yuxi is not particularly sleepy, you will toss her around for half an hour. After Zhang Yuxi fell asleep in a daze, Lin Feng held her little hand and gently, bit by bit, tore off the band-aid on her finger. Zhang Yuxi felt uncomfortable and took it off. After a while, Lin Feng saw the wound and Zhang Yuxi woke up. She looked at her finger with the band-aid removed, then looked at Lin Feng, and cried out. Dad lied, Dad lied. Lin Feng hurriedly said, you accidentally rubbed it off when you were sleeping. Who would have thought that? Zhang Yuxi said, no, it was Dad who knocked it off. Zhang Yuxi felt it in a dream. It was you. Lin Feng hurriedly coaxed this little ancestor, Zhang Yuxi, you don't need to put a band-aid on this wound. Zhang Yuxi looked carefully with tearful eyes and found that the wound was still there. No, no, it will bleed, Zhang Yuxi, don't bleed. Zhang Yuxi used his charming skill, and his expression was aggrieved. While coaxing, Lin Feng took out a cartoon band-aid. Don't cry, Dad will give you a new one, okay? Look, this one has a kitten, isn't it cute? Does it look like Fifi? Zhang Yuxi sniffed and stopped crying, but still said it angrily. Daddy, don't touch it, or I will be angry and ignore Daddy. Lin Feng hurriedly coaxed, okay, okay, I won't do it anymore. Zhang Yuxi yawned delicately, and lay on Lin Feng's chest, pouting her little pee-pee and fell asleep. Good thing, it's so heavy. Lying on the chest, it made Lin Feng breathless. After waiting for 20 minutes, I originally thought that I would put Zhang Yuxi down after she fell asleep. This time, I fell asleep too. On the other side, SYNOPSIS live broadcast content is mainly about stretching in all aspects. The movements range from simple to complex, not only suitable for students, but also for adults. SYNOPSIS is very sunny, his smile is very contagious, and he speaks very humorously. After a class of 45 minutes, there are about 20 million viewers, and only more than 100,000 tips. However, SYNOPSIS is very happy because he has money, thinking that he will get hundreds of yuan in tips. At home, Lin Feng stipulates that the children must take a nap. When the four treasures were still in kindergarten, Lin Feng cultivated their habit of taking a nap. Over the years, even in the limited conditions of number 5 middle school, they would take a nap on the desk. After SYNOPSIS finished teaching, everyone took a nap. The insulated box recommended by Erbao has been sold out online. The boss who opened the official website was a little confused. The store has about 10,000 to 20,000 fans, and the monthly sales are only about 100 to 200. How to say it? Suddenly, without any warning, many people came to buy. The boss thought that the price was wrong and there was no promotion in the store. Just like that, more than 50,000 were sold at once, and the inventory was gone. Boss, there are not enough goods. The boss said he was not panicked. It's okay, it will be enough to replenish the stock when the time comes. Anyway, there are still 1 or 2 days to ship. From noon to after 8 o'clock in the evening, more than 200,000 were sold. Moreover, there are a steady stream of customers placing orders. As for the reason, they also found it. For the boss, it was a blessing from heaven. He didn't spend any advertising fees and made a lot of money for nothing. The boss took a deep puff of his cigarette and at Erbao with the official account of the brand, thanking her for her publicity. He also said that he was confused and had no idea what was going on. He thought that someone finally knew about their good product. He also guaranteed that the product was absolutely worth the money and was mainly for export. Everyone then realized that this niche brand was so awesome that it was for export. Erbao also added the other party, I'm just telling the truth. My dad really likes to use this brand of insulation boxes. Such a good thing should of course be advertised. Some friends have something to say about this brand. Oh my god, has someone finally paid attention to this brand? Their thermal lunchboxes are super easy to use. Not only are they of good quality, but they also look beautiful. I have one at home, and it has accompanied me from junior high school to high school. I really want to take it back to college. Later I bought another one. Yes, this is so easy to use. It is not inferior to well-known brands at all. I hope my second sister can recommend other useful things to us. My mother has already placed an order. If the thermal insulation effect is good, I will bring lunch to school at noon in the future. I have also placed an order. We will see the quality when the time comes. I hope it is good. After all, it is more than 300 yuan, which is not cheap. Sure enough, after the incident broke out, many brands found Herbeo. At the same time, many companies contacted Herbeo and wanted to package her. Herbeo tactfully rejected them. Do what you want to do and don't want to be bound by those rules and regulations. As for those brands, there are baby products, daily necessities, etc. Herbeo is in a wait-and-see state. She must eat, but those things must be of high quality. Thinking about it, Herbeo found Lin Feng. Dad, is Herbeo asleep? Yes, what's wrong? Zhang Yuxi also came over to ask, what's the matter? Herbeo smiled. It's like this, the insulated lunchbox has received good feedback, and many merchants have found me. I haven't considered the price yet. What I care about is the quality. So, I just want to ask if there are any useful things at home. So that's it. Lin Feng thought about it. I can't think of it for a while, so I'll sort it out and write it down for you tomorrow. Herbeo smiled. Thank you for your hard work, Dad. I will sort it out with you tomorrow. Good night, Mom and Dad. Zhang Yuxi shook her head and laughed. This kid. The next day, when Lin Feng was making breakfast, he took out all the things in the kitchen that had been used for more than a year. After breakfast, Lin Feng recommended several models to Herbeo in his own experience. Compared with other products, where are they better? Then he went to do the housework and recommended some of the things he bought himself or thought were very convenient and of good quality to Herbeo. Herbeo took out a notebook and wrote them down one by one. Horizontal ellipsis. Chapter 583 will be online on the 5th day. In a blink of an eye, it was the Chinese New Year. This time, Wen Xiao's parents invited Lin Dashan's family and Lin Feng's family to Beijing to celebrate the New Year. Let them be the host. Lin Dashan was of course happy to go, and Lin Feng had nothing to say. The family arrived in Beijing by private plane. Arriving at the airport, the group came out through a special channel. Wen's parents, Lin Ji and Wen Xiao, were all waiting. Sure enough, a man gives people a different feeling before and after marriage, and looks much more mature and stable. It was already snowing in Beijing. Everyone was startled by a gust of cold wind. Xiaobao in Lin Feng's arms shuddered with cold and woke up. He asked in a daze, Dad, where is this? This is Beijing. Look, who is this? Lin Ji said with a smile, Xiaobao, are you awake? Come, Uncle Lin Ji will hold you, okay. Xiaobao tightened her hands around Lin Feng's neck. No, I want Dad to hold me. Lin Ji continued to coax him. Let me tell you, Uncle Lin Ji has a little rabbit at home. Do you want to see it? Xiaobao's eyes lit up. Yes. Lin Ji clapped his hands, and Xiaobao was very understanding and asked Lin Ji to hold him. Is the little rabbit cute? Super cute. And there is a little hamster. Xiaobao became more energetic. Little hamster? Is it a mouse? No, Xiaobao will know when we get home. Xiaobao couldn't wait to see the little hamster and the little rabbit. She turned around. Daddy, hug me. Everyone was stunned and amused by Xiaobao. Lin Ji's face was, that's it? That's it? This little guy is so ruthless. Xiaobao said to Lin Feng with a smile, Dad, Uncle Lin Ji has little rabbits and hamsters at home. Lin Feng was very cooperative. Really? Then let's go and have a look. They must be very cute. The Wen family's villa is about 300 square meters, and the garden is almost 400 square meters. You know, in this place in Beijing, this house is worth a lot of money. Don't look at the 4 treasures. In fact, there are only 2 rooms. The villa looks a bit old, and there are some renovations, and the decoration is very good. Father Wen greeted everyone and said that everyone would go out to eat in the evening. Xiaobao couldn't wait to see the little animals. Uncle Lin Ji, where are the little animals? Xiao hugged her. Come on, Auntie will take you there, Okay. Zion Abeo answered crisply, okay. Zion Abeo shouted at the top of his voice, big brother, second sister, third sister, fourth brother, come and see the little animals. How dare the four treasures disobey Zion Abeo's orders, and they followed one by one. These were all raised by Wen Xiaoya before she met Lin Ji because she was bored. Now that the Wen family's parents have nothing to do, this matter is left to them to deal with. Zion Abeo was so happy to see the little rabbit and hamster that he turned around and asked, Zion Abeo, can I raise them? Dabeo said quickly, we have Fifi and Abe at home. Zion Abeo uttered a low, and his lost mood disappeared instantly when he saw the little animals. Ah, so cute, can I touch the little rabbit? Its ears are so long, its eyes are red. When Zioya's parents were still very enthusiastic and arranged everything in an orderly manner. This is the in-laws' room, this is your room, this is the children's room. All the rooms were vacated, just enough for everyone to live in, and all the bedding was new. The room where Lin Feng and the children lived was obviously renovated and cleaned up. Wen's father smiled and said, just treat it as your own home, don't be restrained, just tell me if you need anything. Lin Feng smiled slightly, thank you, Uncle Ten. Wen's father waved his hand, you are too polite. In the evening, the group came to a restaurant in Beijing and said that the food here tasted good. The next day, Wen's parents took Lin Feng's family to Beijing to play around, because it was Chinese New Year, so lively. Lin Ji did nothing during the Chinese New Year, just to have fun with the four treasures. In this way, the four treasures did not see Lin Ji and Wen Xiaoya all day. However, Lin Feng knew what they did today by watching Erbeo's live broadcast. Erbeo did not live broadcast from the first to the third day of the Chinese New Year, and started live broadcasting from the fourth day. The four treasures had a good time these days. Lin Feng took Zhang Yuxi and Zhao Abeo to go shopping, and it must be said that the New Year atmosphere in Beijing is still very strong. Zion Abeo is wearing a red cotton coat and two small balls, which is very cute. She is sweet-mouthed and has a bad temper for her family. In the eyes of outsiders, Zion Abeo is a good baby, a soft and sticky little dumpling. She is liked wherever she goes. If you buy her a small toy, the boss will give her some gifts. When going out to eat, the boss will give her more, and the portion is sufficient. In a blink of an eye, it was the fourth day of the Chinese New Year. The first class was Dabeo's, scheduled for 10 o'clock. Erbeo had already notified the live class in time on Weibo, and notified again last night. Now many parents of students are watching Erbeo's live class. Especially the parents, when they learned that the class would start on the fourth day of the Chinese New Year, they were overjoyed. The gratitude to Erbeo was like a torrent of water, continuous. On the night of the third day of the Chinese New Year, parents supervised their children to go to bed early so as not to delay the live class tomorrow. After breakfast, Erbeo greeted everyone and said that there would be a live broadcast today, hoping that no one would disturb them. Father Wen smiled and said, live broadcasting is very popular now, and many people shoot short videos. I heard that you can make money. Mother Wen nodded, that's right, Lao Zhou's son spent 200,000 yuan during that period, Alice. Father Wen asked Lin Dashan, what are they broadcasting live? Lin Dashan looked proud, they are teaching live, that is, one by one they act as teachers to teach everyone. Father Wen thought it was quite strange and thought it was used at the right time. Mother Wen said with a smile, I thought it was live streaming to sell things. I heard that this is very profitable. Several older people couldn't help but sigh that the times have really changed. They can't keep up with the changes. If they want to integrate into the circle of young people, they have to learn. Zhou Qilin turned her head and looked, wrong, where are Zia Abeo and the others? Lin Dashan said, they are playing with the little rabbit in the yard. Zia Abeo likes this little rabbit very much. And this little rabbit has a gentle personality, which changed Lin Feng's view of pet rabbits. Zhang Yuxi was busy working in the room, and Lin Feng took Zia Abeo to play in the yard. Dabeo live broadcast. Erbeo is trying out the upgraded version of the app made by Lin Ji. It's very easy to use, Uncle Lin Ji, the picture is clean and the design is very good. When can we go online? Lin Ji smiled and said, now. Erbeo pondered for a moment, then let's go on the 5th day of the first lunar month. The 5th day of the first lunar month welcomes the god of wealth, and it's just right for our app to go online. Lin Ji nodded, okay. It's not an easy thing for an app to go online. But Lin Ji helped solve all these. Erbeo will give this app to Sanbeo, Sanbeo and others to try out, and they all feel very good. That night, after Sanbeo's live broadcast ended, Sanbeo shared this app with everyone. It can be downloaded from midnight, and everyone can use this app to communicate and learn from each other. Sanbeo will also put all the previous live broadcast content into it, and the content will be supplemented little by little. Don't think that this is a learning app. Sanbeo has this original intention, but he also wants to make money. Although the family is not short of money, who doesn't want to make money? Compared with Sanbeo, who likes science, Sanbeo likes music, Sanbeo likes sports. Sanbeo likes handicrafts. At the same time, she also likes to challenge herself and make money for fun. Chapter 584, Filial Son-in-Law. Because the app was launched, Lin Ji had to go back to the company. It was past 11 when Xiao sent him back. Just as she was about to enter the room, she was called over by her parents. At first, she really looked down on this son-in-law. But later, she felt that Lin Ji was a really good kid. He had the ability, good character, and a good family background. He was also very nice to his daughter and them. He really loved Lin Ji as half a son, caring about him everywhere and taking good care of him. Mother Tang's tone was slightly reproachful. Why did you come back now? It's the new year. Xiao smiled. I had some midnight snack when I came back. Mother Wen asked again. Lin Feng and his family will go back on the 7th day of the new year. You will take Zhang Yuxi and the others shopping. What should you buy? Or buy something for the children. The amount of money doesn't matter. The thought is the most important. Father Wen nodded. That's right. The two brothers have a good relationship. You should also do some social etiquette. Xiao nodded. Okay, I will invite my sister-in-law tomorrow and take Xiao out. Only then were the Wen family's parents satisfied. Buy expensive and good things, don't be reluctant to spend money. That's right, this is their first time to visit our house, we can't neglect them. As she was talking, Wen's mother took out a jade bracelet from her jewelry box. Find a chance to give it to your mother-in-law. Xiao said quickly, Mom, keep it, I'll take my mother-in-law to buy this. Wen's mother smiled and said, why buy it? I have it here. I haven't worn this bracelet, I bought it at an auction before, it's in very good condition. I originally planned to give it to you, but then I thought, I'd better give it to your mother-in-law. Xiao shook her head, Mom, no need, keep this for you to wear. Wen's mother was angry, put the jade bracelet away, and handed it to her daughter. I have a lot of jewelry, I can't wear them all, this one doesn't matter. Besides, now that you're married, Mom doesn't need so much. I don't ask for anything else, I just ask you and Lin Ji to live a good life and give us a grandson as soon as possible. Xiao was a little embarrassed. Well, actually, Mom, I really don't need your bracelet. I bought a set of pearl jewelry from my mother-in-law. Wen's mother was a little surprised, and then laughed. You bought it? Why didn't you tell me earlier? Bring it here so I can see it. You don't understand pearls, don't be fooled by the clerk. This business is very complicated. Xiao took the box and knew it was worth a lot from the logo on it. Wen's mother took it and looked at it carefully, and praised, not bad, you have a good eye, this set is quite suitable for your mother-in-law. Wen's father didn't understand these things about women, but it looked like the pearls did have a different luster. In Wen's father's view, people don't know the goods, but money does. Mother Wen carefully put away the words, in this case, this bracelet will be given to your mother-in-law in my name. She couldn't help but blame, you said you bought a gift, I just talked to you for a long time. Xiao giggled, I'm just afraid that you will be angry if you know. This sentence made Father Wen curious, and Mother Wen was even more curious. She asked in confusion, why are you angry? Xiao smiled slightly, with a flattering tone, of course I'm jealous, look at me buying such a good and expensive thing for your mother-in-law, I've never seen me so filial to you before. Mother Wen understood. Poking her daughter's forehead, oh, you know something. But, what kind of person do you think I am? Am I so stingy? She is your mother-in-law, half-mother, and Lin Ji is filial, so you should love this mother-in-law and her family. Xiao asked in a low voice, Mom, are you really not angry? Wen's mother said seriously, I am really not angry, you think I am too petty. Wen's father also said, that's right, it's normal for your mother to have some ideas, but your mother is not the kind of unreasonable person. She is happiest that you and Lin Ji live a good life and give birth to a grandson as soon as possible, which is happier than giving anything. Wen's mother nodded. When Zaya took her hand, "Actually, I also prepared a gift for Mom, but I'm too busy these days and don't have time to give it to you." After saying that, she took out a box from her pocket. Wen's mother smiled. "I was just wondering what you had in your pocket. Show it to Mom quickly. What did you give me?" When she opened it, it was a ring, made of jade. Mother Wen covered her mouth and exclaimed, This is the one I saw before." When Zaya was surprised, "Mom, how did you see it?" "Just kidding, she has also worn jewelry for decades. How could she not know this? This ring is quite expensive, and Mother Wen couldn't bear to buy it." Parents are very strange. When their children are not married, they are very generous with money. Once their children are married, they want to save some money for their children for future use. At the beginning, they went out to eat and passed by a store and went to have a look. They really just looked and wanted to buy it but couldn't bear to buy it. Happy not, Mother Wen frowned. "This is too expensive. Does Lin Ji know about this? She knows best how much money her daughter has." "Such a large expense?" Lin Ji asked her later. Zaya put it on Mother Wen. "This, Lin Ji asked me to buy it for you," Mother Wen said, thinking that Lin Ji's love for this child was not in vain. After Zaya left, Mother Wen looked left and right, and was very happy. Father Wen couldn't figure it out, thinking it was the same as the ones he bought before. After having her fun, Mother Wen put the ring back, looked at her jewelry, and sighed. After she died, she would leave all of this to Zaya. Chapter 585 Urbao's sense of mission. On the other side, Urbao was watching the phone, waiting for the app to go online. After midnight, he refreshed and searched, and found his own app. Urbao quickly spoke in the family group, asking for friendly downloads. It was the new year, and everyone had a lot of time. More than 50,000 people downloaded in an hour, and the results were pretty good. Urbao didn't stay up all night, and fell asleep at 1:30. In the morning, Lin Feng woke up and refreshed the phone, and the number of downloads was 150,000. Not surprisingly, there was no problem with more than 500,000 downloads today. After all, it was only 6 o'clock. It was still early. Today, Urbao was constantly refreshing the data with her phone, and everyone let her do it. In the afternoon, the number of downloads exceeded 800,000. This number even surprised Lin Ji. And Urbao's enthusiasm had passed. Now she was thinking more about how to enrich the content on the app. Let everyone love this app even more and turn it into a real learning app. So, the four treasures gathered together and discussed it together. Lin Feng stood at the door at some point, folding his arms and smiling. "Take your time. You can't eat hot tofu in a hurry." Yes, after saying so much, the app has just been launched. After lunch, Wen Zaya called Jo Kilin to the room and gave her the set of pearl jewelry. "Give this to your mother." "I have it. It's fine as long as the intention is there." Jo Kilin is also an expert on these jewels. She can tell at a glance that they are worth a lot of money. Zaya took out the bracelet. "This is my mother who asked me to give it to you. She also saw my set and said that it looks good and suits you very well." This is the first time she gave a gift after marriage, and it is also the first time Jo Kilin came to their house for the new year. The meaning is different. For this gift, she thought about it for several nights. When Jo Kilin heard that Wen's mother knew about this and had seen the gift, she smiled slightly. "Did you buy it for your mother?" "Yes, it's a ring. I should have prepared a gift for your mother, but in the end she let her give me a gift. I feel so bad." Zaya put it on Jo Kilin. "Mom, it looks so good on you." Jo Kilin is getting younger and younger. She goes out to travel when she has nothing to do, and she also pays attention to maintenance. She looked around in the mirror and was very satisfied. Holding Zaya's hand, "Child, don't spend so much in the future. Just live a good life with Lin Ji. Your happiness is better than any gift." Zaya nodded heavily. "I will live a good life with Lin Ji." The wish of being a parent is very simple. They don't ask for anything else, just want their children to live a good life. In the afternoon, Lin Ji and his wife took Lin Feng, Zhang Yuxi and Zhao out to play. Zhang Yuxi sat on the sofa. "If you say you are going out to buy things for us, forget it. You can keep the money for yourself. As for Zhao, we have bought food and clothes during the new year, and we don't need anything else." Lin Feng also said, "That's right, we don't lack anything, so we don't need to buy anything." Lin Ji disagreed. "This is our heartfelt gift. Let's go, brother and sister-in-law." Lin Feng and Zhang Yuxi didn't move at all. We appreciate the kindness, but we won't buy anything. Anyway, no matter what, they just won't go out. In this case, Lin Ji and Wen Xiaoya have no choice. Lin Feng smiled slightly. I haven't thanked you properly for Erbeo's app yet. Lin Ji waved his hand. It's not a big deal. Why thank me? Zhang Yuxi took Wen Xiaoya's hand. When are you going to have a baby? I have a lot of baby clothes left. Wen Xiaoya said shyly. We are ready to have a baby, but it depends on fate. Zhang Yuxi nodded, and then said nothing more. At this time, Xiaoya came over with a long-haired lop-eared rabbit in his arms. Auntie, can I invite the little rabbit to visit my home? Wen Xiaoya certainly had no objection. You go and tell Grandpa Wen, this rabbit is being taken care of by Grandpa Wen now. The little rabbit didn't make a fuss in Xiaoya's arms, and let him hold it. The long-haired rabbit is very cute in winter, and Xiaoya is addicted to holding it. She took the little rabbit in her arms and went to find Wen's father. Grandpa, can I invite the little rabbit to visit our home? The four old people all looked at Xiaoya with a smile. Father Wen smiled and said, of course it's okay. If the little rabbit likes your house, it's okay to let it stay there forever. Xiaoya's eyes lit up and he asked repeatedly in disbelief. Is it really okay? Really? Father Wen nodded and responded, of course it's true. Lin Dashan smiled and said, so you have to treat the little rabbit well and make it your best friend. Xiaoya answered loudly, okay. She would definitely treat the little rabbit well. Thinking of this, she gently touched the little rabbit's head. She imitated Lin Feng's tone, be good, I will treat you well. She turned around and told Lin Feng about this. Lin Feng didn't object, but only said, you can keep it, but you have to take care of it with that. He gently arranged the two little balls on Xiaoya's head. Xiaoya is its little master, you have to be responsible for it, understand? Xiaoya nodded heavily, okay. At midnight that night, Erbeo's app had exceeded 3 million downloads from the expected 1 million. The number of downloads of the other system exceeded 6 million, which was even more surprising. With so many downloads, Erbeo suddenly felt a sense of mission and wanted to make this app better. Let more people learn online and receive a good education. This is not just about money. Chapter 586 The Richest One. In a blink of an eye, a few days passed. After Wen's mother repeatedly persuaded him to stay, Lin Dashan and his wife stayed until the 15th before leaving. Lin Feng took his family to Boston and enrolled Dabeo in Massachusetts. He had already communicated with a teacher before, and a test allowed Dabeo to successfully enter the second semester of his freshman year. When he came to Beijing, Lin Feng had already packed Dabeo's things. Although he was reluctant, studying far away was the only way. As parents, they could only worry about him. The only thing they could do was to give Dabeo a secondary card with unlimited credit. Arrived in Boston, they went through the admission procedures. The tuition must be high, and you have to pay a guarantee of hundreds of thousands of yuan, which is calculated according to your academic time. The next issue is accommodation. The child was alone outside, and Lin Feng wanted to find an apartment for Dabeo and find an aunt to clean it every week. Dabeo had no objection at first. As a result, when the tuition was spent, Dabeo had a plan in his mind. If the accommodation conditions were good and the price was cheap, he would live on campus. The school told him that first-year freshmen must live on campus. Students from different majors live together in a dormitory. The conditions are very good and the rooms are very large. There is a public kitchen on each floor. If you want to move out after the first year, the school allows you to live outside. At the same time, they will help you find a house. There are double rooms, single rooms, suites, and even host families. Dabeo came late, so only the expensive ones were left. The conditions are naturally very good, and the price is also very high. After paying the accommodation fee, the family moved Dabeo's things in. The single room is still very large, with a bed, a wardrobe, bookshelves, a desk, etc. The family's mighty lineup attracted the attention of many people around. Look, when they arrived at the dormitory, how could they fit so many people? Lin Feng asked Erbeo to take Xiaoya out, and he and Zhang Yuxi sorted it out. Dabeo helped on the side. In addition to some daily necessities, Lin Feng also prepared some dried fruit snacks, all of which were made by himself. Dabeo, this is a set of bowls and chopsticks I brought for you. They are of good quality and won't break when they fall. This is a pair of slippers I brought for you. You always wear this brand and they are comfortable. This is an insulated box. With this, you don't have to buy it everywhere. Don't you have a kitchen? You can make more for midnight snacks. It was spring after the Chinese New Year, and there were not many things to prepare, most of which were for daily life. Zhang Yuxi sorted out Dabao's things, while Lin Feng cleaned the house. The kitchen and toilet were both outside. When she went there, she happened to meet a foreign girl who seemed to be studying here as well. When she saw a handsome guy like Lin Feng, she immediately greeted him enthusiastically. "Excuse me, what's your name and which dormitory are you in? Are you new here? How can I help you?" She did not hide her interest in Lin Feng at all. Lin Feng passed by her with a basin of water and said, "My son goes to school here, and I came here with him." This sentence completely petrified the girl. Lin Feng scrubbed the furniture, and after he was busy inside and outside, he cleaned up the room. Dabao still had a lot of things to do, and even though Lin Feng and Zhang Yuxi were reluctant to let her go, they didn't want to delay any longer. Don't be reluctant to spend money, just buy whatever you want to buy and eat. Take care of yourself, and your mother and I will be relieved. Dabao nodded sadly. You too, take care of yourselves. When did Erbao come back from shopping with Zaya Abao? When the family said goodbye, Zaya Abao was so sad that she kept crying. Dabao promised to buy her toys and take her to the playground when he returned. Zaya Abao shook her head. "I want my brother." This sentence broke Dabao's defense, and after coaxing for a long time, the little guy reluctantly agreed. Zaya Abao sniffed. "Big brother wants to make a video call every night." Dabao promised, "Okay, brother will definitely make a video call to you every day." On the way back, the family felt a little disappointed. On the plane, Zhang Yuxi cried secretly. "Why are you crying? The child will take this step sooner or later when he grows up, and Dabao will definitely take good care of himself. This is the truth, everyone knows it. From pregnancy to college, such a small child grew up little by little and finally left home." Lin Feng hugged Zhang Yuxi and coaxed, "It's okay, aren't Erbao and the others here? They are in college, don't they still have Zaya Abao? When Zaya Abao grows up, don't they still have me? I will always be with you." Zhang Yuxi looked at Lin Feng affectionately. "Husband, don't leave me." Lin Feng laughed. "How could I leave you? I will always be with you." Dabao went to school, and he would still give live classes. But the difference is that this time the camera is aimed at the desk. It is also very convenient for Dabao to explain the questions in this way, but the time becomes uncertain. Erbao explained this matter on Weibo, in exchange for everyone's congratulations. Of course, there are also some sour words and sour remarks. In a blink of an eye, the second semester of the second year of high school started. After this semester, Sanbao will also leave Yangcheng and go to the university of his dreams. They are basically equivalent to being recommended, and the results are nothing to them. But they still study like ordinary high school students every day. Erbao has too many things to do while he is busy with his studies. Live classes, app, and eating. Now, when it comes to the ability to bring goods in the live broadcast industry, who doesn't know Erbao? In addition, the app feedback is very good. Although Erbao is not in the entertainment industry, he is very famous. In just one winter vacation, Erbao made a lot of money. I believe that Erbao will become the richest of the four treasures in the near future. Not long after the start of school, the annual Weibo Night event spent a huge amount of money to invite the four treasures to the same stage. Lin Feng politely declined. If the four treasures wanted to go, he would not stop them. After Dabao was in MIT, he studied hard without distraction except live broadcasting, and didn't want to do anything else. Sanbao was too lazy to move, so he might as well stay at home with Zaya Abao and play drums. Sibao likes to join in the fun, and he really wants to go, but he is in the entertainment industry, and it is not easy for him to get involved as a sports student. Moreover, he has training camp, so he should save some energy. Erbao has achieved great results in Weibo management. Without the popularity on Weibo, her live broadcast would not be popular, and the app would not have so many users. So, of course she had to go, just to go through the motions. Since Erbao was going, everyone changed their attitude and wanted to go with her. Erbao ate fruit, teased Zaya Abao, and said with a smile, "Why are you going with me? Do what you need to do. I can go by myself, don't worry, I'm so old, I won't get lost." Sanbao is an artist and wants to stay away from the city and do his own art. Sibao is not free, and Dabao is busy studying. Erbao is still clear-headed, As for Lin Feng and Zhang Yuxi, forget it. Dad and Mom are such low-key people, and there are so many media on Weibo, it will definitely disturb them if they go. After Erbao agreed, the official Weibo website at Erbao also responded, "It is my honor to be invited. We will see you at Weibo night." Then, the organizer sent the time and address, etc. There is still a week left, which is plenty of time. If you're listening to this novel on a channel other than Fanfic World, it means they downloaded and uploaded it without effort. We cordially invite you to visit our channel, Mundo Fanfic Novelis. There you'll find the original version of this story and you can explore many other novels of various genres. We're waiting for you to immerse yourself in a world of incredible novels. Chapter 587 Weibo Night. Starting from Friday afternoon, Zhang Yuxi took Erbao shopping, and it must be luxury goods. Erbao is young, so she must take good care of her clothes, otherwise she will be criticized by people with ulterior motives. At this time, the benefits of Raymond Lam's privileges were reflected. No need to go shopping, call the brand and have all the new spring products delivered to your home. All Chanel brands were delivered to your home one after another. At the same time, there were also brand stylists. I have to say that they are really amazing, and they have changed Erbao's whole person. Erbao looked at herself in the mirror and couldn't believe it. Wow, no wonder there are so many young ladies who like shopping and like to dress themselves up. There is a reason. In the end, Erbao selected 3 models. One is for walking on the red carpet, a dignified and atmospheric little skirt that is naughty and cute, from Chanel. One is for wearing after walking on the red carpet and may be worn during interviews, and it is another brand. Erbao looks good, and her skin is naturally perfect at a young age. Just draw some eyebrows and apply a little lipstick. Put a small hairpin on your hair. As for the jewelry they wore, they were all specially customized. On the day of departure, Raymond Lam and Zhang Yuxi accompanied Erbao. This was the first time Erbao attended such an event, and he was not very clear about the process. Raymond Lam and Zhang Yuxi were arranged to go to other venues, while Erbao and others were in other places. Zhang Yuxi likes to go out and play, and likes to be lively and crowded. At this time, she is very sensible and well-behaved. "Dad, where's the second sister?" "The second sister is outside, we will see her in a while." "Oh. No one can resist human cubs, let alone cute human cubs." People around have already gathered around. Zhang Yuxi cooperated well and called uncle and aunt, and called sister and brother when he saw the young ones, and his little mouth was so sweet. Nowadays, the internet is so developed, and Raymond Lam is also a man who has been popular and on hot searches. He often guest stars in Erbao's live broadcast room, sharing food and household goods, or life tips. But he is called the national dad and has a high popularity. Everyone greeted Raymond Lam and gradually started chatting. They are all smart, and they are all smooth and eloquent. All kinds of rainbow farts were blown, but Raymond Lam didn't feel embarrassed. This is their brilliance. No wonder some people will be arrogant to a certain extent, because the people around them are blowing rainbow farts too well. After chatting for about half an hour, the red carpet began to walk over there. Erbao walked with a youthful and confident pace, and there was no lack of nobility in her gestures. She smiled at the camera, facing rows of spotlights, taking pictures. Erbao was not panicked at all, and was very stable. She wrote down her name and seemed to casually make a few poses. In fact, she had practiced privately, and she was extremely shy at the moment. Erbao stay calm, as long as you don't feel embarrassed, others will be embarrassed. The host asked a few simple questions. After all, this is the first time that Erbao has participated in such an event, so the host must be lenient. Someone had previously found out that the 4 children all look outstanding, only Erbao is a little inferior. Erbao's stunning appearance this time immediately caused an uproar on the internet. She was graceful and confident in her gestures. She was not afraid of the spotlight at all. She answered the questions raised by the host in an orderly manner. It also showed everyone the strength of Erbao, and also proved a point. The children of the Lin family are all the kind of people who will make a big splash if they don't make a name for themselves. From being active on Weibo, she started live streaming lectures, live streaming sales, live streaming daily life, and developing apps. While her peers are still working hard for their senior year of high school, where do they have time to do these things? Erbao sat in her seat and turned her head to look for Lin Feng and Zhang Yuxi. "Second sister." Zhang Yuxi waved in Lin Feng's arms. Urbeo gestured and asked Zaya Abeo if he wanted to sit with her. Zaya Abeo happily got down from Lin Feng's arms, ran to Urbeo's side, and blew rainbow farts. Second sister is so beautiful. Urbeo teased Zaya Abeo. Zaya Abeo is also super beautiful. Zaya Abeo's little mouth was as sweet as honey. Second sister is the most beautiful. When people on both sides heard this, they praised Zaya Abeo for being able to speak. Zaya Abeo pouted, Sister Urbeo is the most beautiful. This time was similar to the last time she participated in the red carpet, singing and dancing on the stage, interspersed with award presentations. Next, we will present the annual Popular Person Award, and the winners are. When Urbeo heard her name, she hadn't reacted yet. Instead, Zaya Abeo was the first to react. Sister Urbeo, they are calling you. At this time, the camera switched to Urbeo. On the huge display screen, you can see the screen of Urbeo and Zaya Abeo. Zaya Abeo saw her own projection on it, and her eyes widened with curiosity, blinking and waving. The cute look completely overshadowed Urbeo's scenery, and many people were overwhelmed by Zaya Abeo's cuteness. Looking at the winners who had already gone on stage, Urbeo made a decision. She pointed to the stage. Zaya Abeo, do you want to go with Sister Urbeo to receive the award? Zaya Abeo thought it was fun. Okay. Under the watchful eyes of the crowd, Urbeo carried Zaya Abeo to the stage, and when she went on stage, she put Zaya Abeo down. She took Zaya Abeo's hand and walked onto the stage. Although Zaya Abeo is bold, it is his first time to go on stage, especially when he turned his head. Oh my god, so many people are taking pictures, and there are people everywhere below, and I feel a little scared. She anxiously looks for Raymond Lam. Raymond Lam stands up and waves to his daughter, as if to say, it's okay, Dad is watching you, come on. Urbeo smiled at Zaya Abeo. Zaya Abeo, your second sister is with you. Zaya Abeo thought about it and was not so scared anymore. He held Urbeo's hand tightly and went on stage. There were 4 winners in total, including artists and non-artists like Urbeo. She was the last to go on stage and was supposed to stand at the edge. The other 3 quickly gave up the C position. Urbeo has been in the entertainment industry after all, and knows that this position is not easy to stand, and she is not qualified. She still stood by with the well-behaved Zaya Abeo, and her attitude was very humble. In the acceptance speeches of the other 3 winners, 7 out of 10 sentences were official and 3 were true. They have participated in such occasions many times. When it was Urbeo's turn, she answered slowly and elegantly, looking straight ahead. I am very happy to receive this award. It is very unexpected, but it is also a kind of affirmation of me. Thank you to the organizer and everyone. She opened a Weibo account and did not act like a non-artist. In just half a year, the number of fans reached 80 million, which shows how amazing she is. This award is given to her, and she deserves it. So far, she has 85 million fans, and she is only in the 2nd year of high school. The host continued to ask with a smile, how did you get so many fans in such a short time? Urbeo said very modestly, this is not the credit of me alone. Everyone knows that there are 8 people in my family, and everyone has made efforts. You only see me standing in front of the stage, but you don't see my family who have made efforts behind me. Without their support and efforts, I would not have so many fans. Moreover, these fans are like my family. They have fans of my eldest brother, my 3rd sister and my 4th brother. And my father and Zaya Abeo. They are in the same Weibo account, just like we are in a big family. I am here to accept the award on their behalf, and my sister Zaya Abeo. This statement made everyone in and outside the venue look at him with admiration. When the camera was facing Urbeo, she obviously didn't expect to win the award. The speech on the stage was not a pre-written speech. As expected, she is so outstanding at such a young age. There is a reason for her success. The host squatted down to greet Zaya Abeo. Hello, Zaya Abeo. Zaya Abeo blinked her big eyes and greeted nervously. Hello, beautiful sister. There was laughter from the audience. The host smiled and said, wow, you are so good at talking. Are you nervous now? Zaya Abeo thought about it, and with Urbeo's encouraging eyes, she shook her head, not nervous. Then she changed her words and gestured with her chubby little hands, a little bit nervous, just a little bit. Oh my god, it's really cute, isn't it? It seems like I can take her home. The host asked again, sister won the award, are you happy? Zaya Abeo nodded heavily, Happy. I don't know what the award is, but Zaya Abeo is happy to see that her father and Urbeo are so happy. It must be a good thing. At the end, the other winners were very gentlemanly and helped Urbeo walk, and some even walked with Zaya Abeo. Back to her seat, Zaya Abeo looked at the trophy curiously. After the event, they left one after another. Urbeo had asked the staff about the process before, and was told that there might be an interview. Although it was possible, she was not sure. After all, compared with the big names present, she was like a nobody. So, Urbeo didn't think much about it and planned to go back to the hotel. Unexpectedly, there were media interviews with her. Raymond Lam took Zaya Abeo away and waited for Urbeo outside. When facing the media's interview questions, they were nothing more than what they planned to do in the future, whether they would enter the entertainment industry, etc. I will not enter the entertainment industry. I have never thought of this from the beginning to the end. I have my own life plan, and my ambition is not here. I am famous. I am not an artist, so I don't care much about whether I am famous or not. Next, I will do what I should do, and I will not change. Someone asked me to film. I haven't thought about this. My acting skills are very poor, and I have not received professional training. The director probably won't ask me. If they ask me this, I probably won't act. My poor acting skills affect the audience's mood for watching the show. Forget it. Is our family rich? It depends on what the definition of rich is. I don't think our family has much money. I can only say that we have no worries about food and clothing. My father takes good care of us. What kind of person is my father? Very amazing, very charming. He is my standard for finding a boyfriend in the future. After the interview with Urbeo was broadcast, the impression of Urbeo was extremely good. She and Zaya Abeo became completely popular after the Weibo night. Chapter 588 Zaya Abeo's endorsement. I went back to the hotel at night. When Urbeo was chatting with the WeChat group in the group, I sent the course schedule. Brother, let me tell you something. It's past 9 o'clock in the evening, and it's past 8 o'clock in the morning on Dabeo's side. As soon as I came online, I saw Urbeo at himself. What's the matter? I want you to record some vlogs when you have nothing to do, and you can also share your learning experience with everyone through live broadcasts. If you want to instruct the team on the content of the live broadcast, you have to learn from the outside world. Urbeo continued, there are still 100 days before the college entrance examination, and you can also let the college entrance examination students feel the learning environment and atmosphere of Massachusetts, and cheer them up by the way. If you have a good relationship with a teacher, you can let the teacher join or something. This is a long-term plan, not considered for the time being. The college entrance examination is coming soon, and this is the top priority of live teaching. Brother, you don't have enough time. I will find another way, and it will be available when you have time. They have a time difference of 13 hours. If they broadcast live at night, it is still 5 or 6 in the morning there. I can't disturb my brother's study for the sake of his live broadcast career. This is what Sanbeo told her in a private message. Sanbeo is more thoughtful than Urbeo, and Urbeo would not think of this point for a while. As their eldest brother, he has always been calm and always thinks about his younger brothers and sisters. Even if he has any ideas in his mind, he gives priority to his younger brothers and sisters. As a result, the course time was adjusted according to Dabeo, and the teaching time was also reduced by half. At this time, another substitute teacher appeared in the family, Lin Feng. Lin Feng cleaned his essence and marrow 3 times, and later the system made him remember everything he saw. With the children in class, there are so many books at home, so that he can review the old and learn the new. For the senior high school courses, he has no problem at all. When Urbeo came, he readily agreed to share some of the burden for Dabeo. In this way, Lin Feng also joined the live broadcast camp, but it was at night, and he would broadcast live after Zaya Abeo fell asleep. Still continuing Dabeo's live broadcast teaching style, without showing his face, the camera is ready to teach. Many years of life as a dad made him speak instinctively and slowly, as warm as the wind. In the live broadcast, fans were calling Dad throughout the whole process. The title of National Dad is not for nothing. All 5 babies are stunning, including Zaya Abeo. They believe that as long as they work hard, nothing is impossible, so come on. Is there anyone who can't do this question? If you don't, I can explain it again. The first live lecture ended with rave reviews and comments. I don't know why, listening to Dad's lecture, I feel particularly peaceful in my heart. Me too, and my thoughts are easy to concentrate. I'll learn very quickly by following his ideas. Dad's voice is super nice. I hope he can continue to give lectures next time. I'll look forward to it. Our teacher has also talked about this question. I don't know if it's the wrong method or the wrong person. I think Dad's explanation is clear, and I can listen to it. Strange, the same unheard enchanting voice, why can I listen to it? So strange. After the Weibo night of Urbeo and Xiaobao, many people came to the door. Some came to Urbeo, just as the media reporter asked before. Some people asked her to endorse, some asked her to cooperate in live broadcasts, some merchants came to the door, and some directors came to the door. And all of these were rejected by Urbeo. She is not short of money, and she will not make money in this way. On the other hand, there are many people who approached Xiaobao, most of them are children's clothing brands, wanting to cooperate with Xiaobao. Raymond Lam refused. Are you kidding? Your family has a brand, and you want to endorse it for others? What are you thinking? When the 4 babies were still young, the Lin brand was endorsed by the 4 babies. When the children grew up and entered elementary school, they no longer endorsed. Liu Bo also mentioned letting Xiaobao endorse, but later found a suitable candidate and did not continue the topic. Xiaobao asked curiously, Dad, what is endorsement? When Raymond Lam was talking to someone before, the assistant greeted Xiaobao on the side. Then he also said a few words. The general content was that endorsements can make money, and you can buy a lot of candies, toys and so on. Xiaobao will not eat snacks. The dental experience is still fresh in her memory. Whenever she forgets, Raymond Lam will remind her or take her to the dental clinic. That dental clinic is also good. Through the glass of the window, you can see the doctor examining and extracting teeth. After seeing it once or twice, Xiaobao refused to go that way. Toys, she likes them. She also likes money, so as soon as the people leave, she can't wait to ask. After Lin Feng explained to her and left, Xiaobao said she understood. Dad, do you have money? Lin Feng thought about it. Yes. Xiaobao's eyes lit up. Then Xiaobao will go. Lin Feng was stunned for a moment. You want to go? Xiaobao answered as a matter of course. Yes, there is money. Xiaobao likes money. Lin Feng. Lin Feng called Liu Bo and told him about it. Liu Bo clapped his hands. This is a good thing. I read the entertainment news. Xiaobao is very popular now. If we let her endorse our brand, our sales will definitely go up. Lin Feng sighed. My daughter mainly wants to make money. Liu Bo was happy after hearing this. That's fine. We will follow the process and give her as much as she should. Money is not a problem, but Lin Feng thinks that Xiaobao likes money at such a young age. This matter was finalized, and soon Xiaobao's advertising and filming were put on the agenda. This was all done by a professional team, and the advertising was also done by a professional company. When Lin Feng and Liu Bo received the advertising content, they were silent. The advertising design is very good, but it is not suitable for Xiaobao. This was originally created for Xiaobao's friends who are 6 or 7 years old. I know. This advertising company worked very hard for this advertisement. From planning to shaping, the final result was shown to Liu Bo and Lin Feng. From 6 or 7 proposals, this one was chosen. Lin Feng never thought that Xiaobao would take over the advertisement in the end. Obviously, Xiaobao could not complete the advertising content. Liu Bo suggested, why don't we change another one? But if that's the case, Xiaobao's popularity will go down. Now popularity is almost equal to traffic, and traffic is also money in disguise. Lin Feng held his forehead. Let me talk to Xiaobao first. Why not simplify the content design? The content of the advertisement is that the child gets up by himself, brushes his teeth and dresses by himself, and gives a surprise when the mother opens the door to wake the child up. Dressing is the focus, highlighting the brand characteristics of Lin's children's clothing. For Xiaobao, who is only 1.5 years old, none of the above items can be completed. Xiaobao took a nap in the lounge of Liu Bo's office. After waking up, she called out coquettishly, Dad. Lin Feng knew that the little princess had woken up, so he hurried over to serve her. Xiaobao rubbed her eyes, saw Lin Feng and Liu Bo coming over, stretched out her hand softly and said, Dad, hug me. Lin Feng smiled and sighed, and served the little princess to get up. Xiaobao can start to be loved by everyone. Not only her family, but also Lin Rui, Lin Jiajin, Liu Bo and others. Who doesn't spoil her? Zaya Abeo was in Raymond Lam's arms, eating the fruit he was fed, thinking about his money. Dad, when can I make money for a commercial? Liu Bo asked with a smile. Zaya Abeo, why do you like money so much? Zaya Abeo blinked his big eyes and said confidently, because I can buy toys. Raymond Lam laughed. It's not like I didn't buy you toys with the money. Zaya Abeo looked up at him, but Zaya Abeo wants lots and lots of toys, and to play in lots of playgrounds. Raymond Lam doted on Zaya Abeo's nose. What else can you do besides playing? Zaya Abeo answered as a matter of course and cutely. Zaya Abeo can also eat. Liu Bo, who was standing next to him, laughed and joked. But Zaya Abeo, making money is not easy. You have to learn to dress yourself and get up by yourself before you can make money for a commercial. Zaya Abeo thought he had heard it wrong, and turned to look at Raymond Lam. As if asking, is that so? Lin Feng nodded. That's right, you have to put on your pants and clothes by yourself before you can shoot the commercial. Zaya Abeo was struck by lightning and asked weakly, can I change one? Zaya Abeo can't do it yet. Liu Bo shook his head. No. Zaya Abeo cried sadly in Lin Feng's arms, but Zaya Abeo can't do it. Lin Feng suddenly had an idea and thought this was a good opportunity to educate Zaya Abeo. God knows how lazy she is because she is spoiled. Lin Feng encouraged her, you can learn. Zaya Abeo is the best, isn't she? Liu Bo also said from the side, don't you want toys? There are so many toys. Zaya Abeo. After all, he is a child. After Lin Feng and Liu Bo persuaded him in turn, Zaya Abeo naively agreed. So, Lin Feng had to teach Zaya Abeo how to dress in just a few days. Chapter 589. The human cubs are so cute. On the other side, Liu Bo discussed with the advertising company and slightly changed the content. After school, the children saw Lin Feng teaching the worried Zaya Abeo to put on clothes. Sister Abeo, Sister San, Brother C, Big Brother. When Zaya Abeo saw them, he seemed to see a savior and ran over to complain about his grievances. It's so hard to put on clothes. The little baby cried, and everyone hurried to comfort him. Why did they suddenly teach him to put on clothes? Lin Feng told the children. Abeo coaxed Zaya Abeo, if you want toys, just tell Sister Abeo, and Sister Abeo will buy you as many as you want. Others followed. That's right, whatever you want, Brother Sabeo will buy it for you. Sister San can also make it for you. As Zaya Abeo is still young, there is no need to learn to put on clothes so early, we won't learn. Lin Feng was angry on the side. How could a child have any determination? As expected, Zaya Abeo gave up as soon as he heard it. Nothing is difficult in the world, as long as you give up. Lin Feng glared at them, don't spoil her. It's a rare opportunity to learn. Not only do you not help, but you also make things more complicated. He rarely gets angry. This family has a strict mother and a kind father. Lin Feng often plays the role of a good person and can play well with the children. Everyone saw that Lin Feng was angry and looked at Zaya Abeo's pitiful appearance. Abeo stammered. Well, Zaya Abeo, how about we persist? Zaya Abeo looked confused. Didn't you just ask me to give up? Sanbeo pursed her lips. Zaya Abeo, I will support you. If you don't know, I will teach you. Sibeo coaxed. Zaya Abeo, it's fun to earn money and spend it yourself. There are only a few of us, but we don't have much money. How about you try hard? Dabeo said softly. Zaya Abeo, if you learn it, we will all have rewards. Zaya Abeo was interested in rewards. What rewards? Sanbeo teased her. Zaya Abeo, you can get any reward you want. We will do it. Abeo hurriedly said. Zaya Abeo, look, if you do it, you will have a billboard and make money. We will also give you rewards, and Mom and Dad will also give you rewards. Sibeo clapped his hands. Wow, there are so many rewards, and then Zaya Abeo can get whatever he wants. Zaya Abeo heard it. Wow, it's really great. Learn quickly. Zaya Abeo walked over. Dad, let's continue. Seeing Zaya Abeo being fooled by his brothers and sisters, Lin Feng didn't know whether to laugh or cry. Okay, when Zaya Abeo learns it, we will buy whatever he wants. Zaya Abeo was overjoyed while coaxing him, but he was suffering. Zaya Abeo is very good at hands-on work, except for being lazy. This is well reflected in playing with building blocks at the playground. He is nimble, quick-witted, and has a strong ability to imitate. Zhang Yuxi came back and the food was ready. Zhang Yuxi ran over happily to show Zhang Yuxi his learning results. Zhang Yuxi was stunned. "Oh, it's okay." She held Zhang Yuxi in her arms and said, "Husband, our Zhang Yuxi can wear clothes now." Lin Feng smiled. "Yes, I taught him for an afternoon." Zhang Yuxi kissed Zhang Yuxi on the forehead. "Great, you learned so fast." Zhang Yuxi gestured and said, "Mom, I want to shoot commercials and make money." Zhang Yuxi looked at Lin Feng. Lin Feng sighed. "I'll tell you about this later." In the evening, Zhang Yuxi learned to wear clothes, but he didn't learn to take them off. But Lin Feng didn't care, because he didn't consider this for the time being. After Zhang Yuxi fell asleep, Zhang Yuxi knew about this. "Okay, you decide." All the big and small affairs of the family were handled by Lin Feng alone. Lin Feng also took care of the children, and Zhang Yuxi listened to him. Lin Feng didn't want to make money for Zhang Yuxi, but mainly wanted to take this opportunity to let her learn how to dress. The next morning, after taking care of his wife and Yuxi, he calculated that Zhang Yuxi would wake up. It turned out that he was really awake. Fifi was lying on the quilt, letting Zhang Yuxi stroke him. "Daddy, hug me." Lin Feng carried Zhang Yuxi out of the quilt, and when he was halfway through putting on the clothes, he suddenly felt something was wrong, so he took them off and let Zhang Yuxi put them on by herself. Zhang Yuxi didn't want it, so she rolled on the bed, playing and acting coquettishly. "No, no, I want Daddy to wear it, I want Daddy to wear it." Lin Feng scratched Zhang Yuxi's soles and coaxed her. "Don't you want to make money to buy toys? Don't you want to go to the playground?" Zhang Yuxi giggled and hugged Fifi. "Daddy has money." Zhang Yuxi uses Daddy's money. Since there was no one around, Lin Feng blinked his eyes and imitated Zhang Yuxi to act cute. "But there is not much money left at home. My brother and sister go to school and earn money to live." Zhang Yuxi said in disbelief. "Dad is lying." Lin Feng sighed. "I really didn't lie to you, otherwise why do we grow vegetables for ourselves? Because we don't have money to buy vegetables. We used all our money to buy toys for Zhang Yuxi. You have so many toys, it costs a lot of money." Seeing that Lin Feng said it seriously, Zhang Yuxi was completely frightened. Lin Feng hurriedly said, "Zhang Yuxi, you have to earn money to buy whatever you want in the future." Zhang Yuxi tilted her little head. "But I'm still young." Lin Feng hugged her and handed her the clothes. "It doesn't matter, there are ways to make money now, Zhang Yuxi, come on." Zhang Yuxi. As a child, you have no concept of money, only how much, sell or not buy. Finally, Zhang Yuxi compromised and started to put on clothes. Lin Feng helped from the side. After the end, Lin Feng blew all kinds of rainbow farts and helped Zhang Yuxi imagine her future. Zhang Yuxi was coaxed to be very happy. On the other hand, when the advertising company learned that the child was a 1.5-year-old, they modified the advertising plan. They said that when Zhang Yuxi woke up, she was wearing a little skirt. Zhang Yuxi only needs to wear a coat and put on her socks and shoes by herself. Try to shoot the whole scene in one shot. If you really can't do it, you can use camera switching. And there are lines. After putting on the clothes, Zhang Yuxi went downstairs and said to Mom, "Let's go." Then there is the scene of the trip. Lin Feng thought it was okay, and the next step was to let Zhang Yuxi learn to put on socks. The little shoes were the kind of princess shoes, and Zhang Yuxi already knew how to wear them, so the difficulty coefficient was not great. It was just putting on socks. Lin Feng was directly amused. Every time Zhang Yuxi put on socks, these chubby little feet had their own ideas. The little feet turned around, and Zhang Yuxi, as the owner, had no way to do anything. Lin Feng watched and laughed, and even recorded it with his mobile phone. Zhang Yuxi tried several times but failed, so she turned around to ask for help. "Dad, my feet are not behaving well." Lin Feng coaxed Zhang Yuxi. "Really? Show Dad." Zhang Yuxi tried several more times but still failed, so she decided to give up. After all, giving up is so easy. Lin Feng put on socks for Zhang Yuxi. "Let's do this for now." Throughout the day, Lin Feng would seize the time to let Zhang Yuxi learn to put on socks. Finally, after many attempts, Zhang Yuxi has learned to synchronize the frequency of the rotation of his feet, and then successfully put them on one by one. Lin Feng, who was standing aside, laughed. "Oh my god, Zhang Yuxi is so cute and works so hard." Zhang Yuxi turned his feet, and his little face was full of pride. "Dad, Is Zaya Abeo great? Great. Zaya Abeo is the best. He had to flatter her. In the evening, when everyone came back, Lin Feng asked Zaya Abeo to show his results, and everyone was stunned by his cuteness. Abeo even kissed his chubby feet fiercely. So cute. These little feet are so cute. Sanbeo was surprised. Why is it like this? How did you do it? Abeo held his chin and looked at Zaya Abeo with a smile. Zaya Abeo is great. Dabeo also watched the video of Zaya Abeo wearing socks and laughed. Human cubs are so cute. Chapter 590, Making Money is So Hard. In a blink of an eye, the day of the advertising shoot has arrived. Lin Feng brought Zaya Abeo to the advertising company. Most of the advertisements for Lin's children's clothing are from this advertising company. The advertisements they shot have received a good response in the market. The person in charge received Lin Feng and Zaya Abeo. As a man who has been digging deep into this brand for many years, he certainly knows that Lin Feng is one of the founders of this brand. Even Liu Bo has to listen to him. Hello, Mr. Lin. I am the person in charge of this advertising shoot. You can call me Xiao Tang. Lin Feng nodded. Hello. The person in charge waved to get closer to Xiao Bao. Hello, Xiao Bao, I am Uncle Tang. Xiao Bao's eyes lit up. Do you have a candy? The person in charge took out a bag of pure milk soft candy from his pocket. This is one of the few snacks that Xiao Bao has. He specifically asked Liu Bo and bought it before Lin Feng came. Xiao Bao saw that there were snacks, but he didn't take them immediately, but asked his father Lin Feng with his eyes. After seeing Lin Feng nodded in agreement, Xiao Bao happily took it and said obediently, Thank you, uncle. Next, the shooting started, and 3 studios were set up. One is Xiao Bao's room, which is a pink princess room, luxurious and beautiful. The wardrobe and hangers are full of Lin's brand clothes, which are very cute and beautiful. The person in charge told Lin Feng about the shooting content, and Lin Feng communicated with Xiao Bao. There were cameras everywhere, and Xiao Bao was a little nervous. Dad, I'm scared. Lin Feng coaxed Xiao Bao. Dad is right next to you, be good. Xiao Bao looked at Lin Feng eagerly. Dad, don't go away, keep looking at me. Lin Feng nodded repeatedly. Xiao Bao pointed his finger. Dad is standing there. Okay, Dad will listen to you. Xiao Bao was still very obedient, and the shooting went smoothly. Unexpectedly, he didn't act like a spoiled child to Lin Feng, nor did he lose his temper. He cooperated with the staff throughout the whole process. Lin Feng was distressed and proud. Everyone was telling him how well-behaved and sensible Xiao Bao was, and how happy he was. The 3rd studio was mainly green cloth, and the scenery would be photoshopped in later. After the shooting, Xiao Bao was a little tired in Lin Feng's arms. Lin Feng kissed her distressedly. Xiao Bao, you did a great job. Xiao Bao pouted. Dad, making money is so hard. I didn't expect that the little person would have such feelings. It seems. In today's society, not only the office workers are tired. Even the little baby wants to make money. It is not an easy thing. Yes. So we have to save money, okay. Lin Feng was speaking earnestly. When he looked down, he found that the little guy was already sleeping soundly. It seems that he was tired today. He went out at 9 in the morning. He was busy until dinner time in the evening before the 2 of them went home. On the way back, Xiao Bao asked about the money. After learning that it would take a few days to get it, Xiao Bao immediately returned to normal after returning home. He lay on the sofa with his little pee-pee, and said coquettishly, Xiao Bao is so tired today. Lin Feng came over to change Xiao Bao's shoes. Xiao Bao, play by yourself, Dad is going to cook. Xiao Bao didn't answer, and when Lin Feng left, he was energetic again. After Bao and others came back, Xiao Bao complained about being tired again. The brothers and sisters quickly coaxed her, promising to buy toys and take her to the playground, and then she regained her spirits and jumped up and down again. That night, Xiao Bao's salary arrived. Lin Feng specially opened a card for Xiao Bao, and all the red envelopes and New Year's money he received were stored in it. Lin Feng transferred the money to her with his mobile phone and took out a red banknote. Husband, what are you doing? Give her the money Xiao Bao earned tomorrow morning. The next day, Xiao Bao stayed in bed and refused to get up, nor did she take the initiative to put on clothes, waiting for Lin Feng to serve her. Don't you know how to put on clothes? Xiao Bao insisted and rolled around. No, Xiao Bao wants Daddy to wear clothes. Lin Feng took out a red banknote. This is the money you earned. Put on your clothes yourself, and daddy will give them to you. Zhang Yuxi had no concept of money, and knew that 100 yuan was the largest denomination, so he stopped rolling and sat up all of a sudden. He said very stylishly, "Dad, bring the clothes over." Lin Feng raised his eyebrows and took the clothes over. Zhang Yuxi put on the clothes in a few tries. "Dad, give Zhang Yuxi some money." Lin Feng gave her the money. Zhang Yuxi was very happy, thinking that she could buy many toys with the money. "Dad, I'll buy you some delicious food." Lin Feng was very touched. He didn't expect that Zhang Yuxi still thought about him. It was worth the love. Zhang Yuxi kept the 100 yuan in his pocket when he ate and took a nap, and even kept it until the evening. As soon as the two treasures came back, Zhang Yuxi ran over, holding the 100 yuan, and was very happy. Next, without any suspense, Zhang Yuxi was greeted with all kinds of flattery. Zhang Yuxi instantly felt that he was the most awesome person in the world. No one else. Lin Feng also admired the two treasures, and they even blew out a flattery with technical content. Zhang Yuxi saw Zhang Yuxi waiting for her when she entered the room, so there must be something wrong. "Mom, look." Zhang Yuxi picked up Zhang Yuxi and asked very cooperatively, "Oh, it's money, where did it come from?" Zhang Yuxi said very proudly, "I earned it." Zhang Yuxi exclaimed exaggeratedly, "Really, Zhang Yuxi is really awesome." Lin Feng said on the side, "She has been waiting for you for a long time, just wanting to show you this 100 yuan. As soon as she got the money, she asked me what I wanted to buy. It was worth it." Zhang Yuxi heard it and came over to ask, "Then buy something for Mom." Zhang Yuxi nodded, "Buy." Sibao asked over there, "Does the fourth brother have a share?" "Yes. 100 yuan, the whole family uses it, it is indeed everyone's little sweetheart." The next day, Lin Feng used the money to buy Zhang Yuxi a princess dress she liked, 420. After buying it, Zhang Yuxi realized that the money was all gone. She was dumbfounded, no more. After looking unacceptable, she looked at her little dress with a bitter face. "No money, what should I do?" Lin Feng thought that Zhang Yuxi was thinking about them. Who knew that Zhang Yuxi would say, "I also want to buy a new skirt." Lin Feng. Taking care of Zhang Yuxi is more tiring than taking care of the 4 babies. When the 4 babies were 1.5 years old, they were still very friendly to each other, because there were 4 of them, it was lively and they could play together. Lin Feng didn't have to do anything at all, he would go out to take early childhood education classes, come back to play games with each other, and keep each other company. Zhang Yuxi was alone, so Lin Feng had to keep an eye on her all the time, play with her, and make noises with her. Zhang Yuxi has her lively personality, jumping up and down, and is very energetic at home. The days passed one by one. Lin Feng, who was the busiest before, has become the most idle one now. Bao and the others are busy studying, busy with live streaming, and he occasionally does the work for them. Zhang Yuxi is busy with school matters, leaving early and returning late. He just takes Zhang Yuxi out to play at home and outside. Chapter 591, Fight Back Against Keyboard Warriors. It has been a while since the last Weibo night. Bao and Zhang Yuxi were popular for a while, and then they were drowned in various news searches. Until Zhang Yuxi's advertisement was broadcast, it immediately became popular and quickly occupied the major hot search lists. Looking at the 1-year-old child in the advertisement, he carefully put on his little clothes, socks, and shoes. His jumping appearance touched everyone's heart. There are many children's advertisements, most of which are tools, and the adults are the real ones. Although they are cute, only a few can be remembered and impressed. This advertisement of Zhang Yuxi is all about Zhang Yuxi as the protagonist, and some shots are even switched to the first-person perspective. They see Zhang Yuxi putting on clothes, and watch the thoughtful chubby little feet spiraling from the first-person perspective. Put on socks carefully, and then put on shoes. Show her cuteness to the fullest and infinitely magnified. If Raymond Lam is the national father, then Zhang Yuxi has become the national daughter. Everyone is scrambling to be Zhang Yuxi's mother. Thinking of this, I am married to Raymond Lam. Zhang Yuxi has gained countless fans from others. My son is 4 years old, and he still can't address himself. I plan to let this ad play indefinitely, it will embarrass my son. How can I let my 2-year-old daughter see this? It's urgent, waiting online. AWSL, I wish my daughter in the future would be as cute as this one. Oh my god, little Giorgio is so cute, I want to give her a kiss. Let me introduce to you all, this is my daughter, ha ha ha. Some people just want to eat shit every day, this is obviously my daughter, okay. It makes me want to have such a cute baby too. Oh my god, no wonder so many people want to have daughters, I want it too. The family's genes are strong, and the children are so outstanding, I'm jealous. Are you also indecisive? Letting such a young child come out to make money, you're crazy. It's just the character setting, don't you know this? It's just so, don't take it seriously. The child is good, it's a pity that he met such parents. Then there are all kinds of keyboard warriors to blacken it. Questioning that Raymond Lamb's net worth was fake, his persona was fake, and his education was problematic. Urbeo frowned and saw, wow, they actually said that about his dad and Zaya Abeo. Rubbing his chin, he decided to fight back. Urbeo is now at the forefront of news and is the one who pays the most attention to the developments in this area. As soon as Zaya Abeo's negative comments came out, Urbeo was the first to know. Can she tolerate her temper? He immediately sent the link to the WeChat group. Brothers and sisters, we can tolerate what they say, but we absolutely cannot tolerate what they say about Zaya Abeo and Dad, so, I plan to fight back. Is there anyone who supports me? Others had no objection, and Urbeo said, then I'll get busy. I'll show you the copy I wrote later. Of course, he couldn't fight alone. Urbeo called Liu Bo and then called Raymond Lamb's personal agent. Then, he hurriedly wrote an 800-word copy and sent it to the group after several people took turns to revise it. He posted it on Weibo, and at the same time added the official website of Lin's Children's Wear, added a famous bank broker, and added a lawyer. This lawyer had previously handled the Senia 4 Treasures beating incident, and then Lin Feng became one of his clients. In the 800-word article, he roughly responded to those trolls. Someone translated it and the general meaning is as follows. 1. My family is indeed rich, but I am just a low-key person. What kind of bullshit personality is necessary? I don't need it at all. Only those who don't have money need a personality. 2. Let the child go out to earn money at such a young age? What's your business? Open your dog eyes, Lin's Children's Clothing is our Lin family's brand, okay? 3. My father is handsome and rich, my mother is beautiful, and my 4 brothers and sisters are all outstanding. Zaya Abeo is my darling. I just want to ask, how is it a pity to be born in this family? I think it's a pity that some people are stupid. 4. Education problem? Some people should reflect on themselves more, read more books when they have time, and don't do some nonsense every day. The official brand of Lin's Children's Clothing responded. Zaya Abeo is endorsing our own brand. Here I solemnly introduce, Mr. Lin is the largest shareholder of our brand. Zaya Abeo is the little princess of our brand, and everyone loves her. Please do not hurt this little angel with your words. On the other side, the bank broker responded to Urbeo's that. Mr. Lin is the most distinguished customer of our bank and can enjoy the best service of our bank. Mr. Lin really doesn't need a persona. The lawyer also responded after Urbeo posted a Weibo and posted a lawyer's letter. In the middle of the night, I thought I was just eating a small melon, but I didn't expect it to be a big melon. I didn't expect that Urbeo would be so resolute. Wow, it turns out that Lin's Children's Clothing is also from their company. The quality is super good, and all my relatives are using this brand. Haha, did you see that? The top brass of the central bank came out to refute the rumors, so they don't even need to set up a personal image, okay? What a bunch of idiots. Is there a problem with advertising for their own company? Is there a problem with the trolls? To put it bluntly, they are just jealous of others. Urbeo did a great job. A bunch of people with problems in their brains, they just say this and that, who do they think they are? I have a relative, called Gigi, who works for an airline. Once she went to work in place of a sick colleague, and came back to tell me that Urbeo's family has a luxury private jet, estimated to be worth 7 or 800 million. Alice, I can only say that they are really low-key. When the 4 treasures were still young, I remember that Lin's Children's Clothing was just made, and it became popular after filming an advertisement, and has since disappeared. If they really wanted to make money with their children, they would have been famous a long time ago, okay? Zaya Abeo is so cute, how can you bear to say something bad? Urbeo then posted on Weibo again. Dad has given us so much and has always been a person respected by us brothers and sisters. Zaya Abeo is the cutie of our whole family, Our little darling. As Dad's children, as Xiaobeo's brothers and sisters, I will defend them and protect them. I will never let anyone hurt them. If you say disrespectful things to my dad and sister again, and say those excessive words, we will also take up arms to protect ourselves. Although I am carefree and even heartless. But in front of my family, I am a very stingy person. Humph. Many people left comments and liked the comments, thinking that Xiaobeo did a great job. Xiaobeo put down her phone and went to sleep happily. She thought Lin Feng didn't know about this, but in fact, he knew it when she called the bank broker. Looking at the phone, she couldn't help but sigh. The children have grown up and can stand on their own. Zhang Yuxi also sighed. Yes, Sanbeo and the others will leave after the end of this semester. I really can't bear to part with them. Lin Feng hugged his wife, and the couple immersed themselves in the future separation. In the baby bed next to him, Xiaobeao grabbed his butt and made a few loud farts. Xiaobeao was unaware of it, and the couple couldn't help laughing when they saw it. Chapter 592, Rich in the mountains have distant relatives. In the blink of an eye, it was May. When everyone was on vacation, senior high school students were still in class. Xiaobeo's course started to be broadcast 3 times a day, mainly science. Many students said that watching Xiaobeo's live class was more useful than attending cram school. Many parents also said that watching Xiaobeo's live class was more profitable than attending cram school, and their children were happy. Xiaobeo's live broadcast also has massage methods taught by Lin Feng, which can help children refresh their minds. If children are anxious and stressed, they can eat some recipes that help them sleep. Hey, that recipe is quite useful. My son is stressed and only gets sleepy at 5 or 6 in the evening. After eating it for 3 consecutive days, he sweated and got better. Haha, actually my college entrance examination has ended. I happened to come to the live broadcast room and happened to see the massage teaching. I learned it and gave my mother a massage. She said it was very comfortable and quite useful. I just came here to learn cooking. It happened to be a long vacation, and Xiaobeo had a sudden idea and planned to do something big. On Weibo, she announced this matter. See you live. Dad, I plan to visit various universities this week, both domestic and foreign. Lin Feng had no objection. Okay, you guys go and have fun. I'll take Mom and Xiaobeao to Grandma's house to play. Okay. Xiaobeo and his friends took a private plane and visited more than 50 universities in 5 days. Some are domestic and some are foreign. During the holidays, Xiaobeo and his friends took their live broadcast fans to visit first-class universities. Let these students who watch the live broadcast feel yearning. On a sunny afternoon, Xiaobeo and his younger brother and sister sat under a big banyan tree in a certain university. Communicate with everyone in a heart-to-heart tone. The audience in their live broadcast. It has been very expensive for us to come here these few days, but the purpose of doing this is to let you see what various universities look like. I hope that every student in the live broadcast room who is facing the college entrance examination can cheer up and work hard to get into the university of their choice. My father often tells us that you should not care too much about gains and losses in some things, and do your best to complete them without regrets. Think about it, if you are only 2 points away from your ideal university, you will say, God, if I work harder, can I get in? If you try your best and give it a try, facing a 2-point difference, you may say, it's okay, I tried my best. At the same time, my father also said that as a parent, his first priority is to hope that we are healthy and happy. On this basis, I hope we can achieve something, and the future road will be smooth without him. I know that there are not only students waiting to take the exam in the live broadcast room, but also their parents. I hope uncles and aunts will have a normal heart. I believe that your thoughts are the same as my father's. The biggest reason is your own children. Being happy and healthy is better than anything else. The students have tried their best. No matter what the result is, I believe that uncles and aunts will face it calmly. After chatting for almost an hour, several people stood up. Xiaobeo waved, let's go to the next target. You guys go and do the questions. If you don't know anything, go to the app to ask. What Xiaobeo did was meaningful to Lin Feng. No matter what the children do, they will support them. After the live broadcast ended, Lin Feng also left the live broadcast room and started to coax Xiaobeao to sleep. In the past 2 years, Zhao Lizian and Zhang Fuiong have reached retirement age. When they have nothing to do, they will go on a trip with Lin Dashan and his wife. Their daughter has a happy marriage and their grandchildren have their own prospects. They don't ask for anything else. Zhao Lizhan took her daughter to gossip with her and asked about her work. Your third aunt and her family are back from abroad. Do you want to go and see them? Most of Zhang Yuxi's relatives are abroad, and several of them have returned in the past few years. Since Zhang Yuxi had a child out of wedlock and was disliked by the Lu family, the relatives have been disliked by their family. After Zhang Yuxi ran away from home, Zhao Lizhan completely cut off contact with his relatives. It has been nearly 20 years. The relatives of the two families have learned that Zhang Yuxi not only married well, but also had promising children. So, they began to contact Zhao Lizhan one after another. It is said that if you are poor in a busy city, no one will care about you, but if you are rich in the mountains, you will have distant relatives. Zhao Lizhan has become more confident and her back is straight. It fully reflects the saying, if you ignore me today, I will make you unable to reach me tomorrow. This third aunt is the daughter of Zhao Lizhan's distant relative. The two are about the same age and had a good relationship before they got married. Zhao Lizhan has achieved more than this sister, but she married well. Her husband is the CEO of a foreign company, with an annual salary of 1 million, a house and a car. The wedding was grand and the groom was generous. Later, the two of them became pregnant at about the same time. Gradually, they stopped contacting each other. Finally, they learned that the other party became a full-time wife, taking care of her husband and children at home. Her husband became the vice president of a branch company and has a bright future. I heard from your third aunt that it has not been easy these past few years. She has endured a lot for the sake of the two children. Zhao Lizhan sighed. It's up to you. If you don't want to go, then don't go. In the end, Zhang Yuxi still chose not to go. Zhao Lizhan smiled lightly. If you don't want to go, then don't go. I'll take Xia Abeo out to play tomorrow. The Magic City has changed a lot in the past few years. Zhang Yuxi then realized that Zhao Lizhan's temples were already gray. Mom, you have white hair. Zhao Lizhan was amused by Zhang Yuxi's silliness. I'm almost 70. Isn't it normal to have white hair? Zhang Yuxi was stunned. Yes, my parents are almost 70 years old. Mom, you don't look old at all. You're still so energetic. Zhao Lizhan takes good care of herself and is good at dressing up. She looks like she's in her 50s. Zhao Lizhan was amused by her daughter and looked at Zhang Yuxi. I say, you don't seem to have changed at all in all these years. Zhang Yuxi touched her face. Really? It's not like before now. She just applies it in front of the mirror every day and does basic skincare. Chapter 593. Do you want to talk about these topics? The weather was still cool that day. After getting up and having breakfast, Raymond Lam took his wife and daughter out to play. After putting on a little skirt and white shoes for Xia Abeo and tying her hair into a bun, Raymond Lam began to pack up. Summer is here, and it is not friendly to chubby babies like Xia Abeo. Because of the large amount of flesh, it is easy to get prickly heat when sweating, and if not properly cared for, it will also hurt the skin. This requires the use of talcum powder and prickly heat powder. The function of prickly heat powder is an analgesia, antipruritic, anti-inflammatory, sterilization and inhibition of prickly heat regeneration. In addition to absorbing juice and smoothing the skin, talcum powder can also reduce the occurrence of prickly heat. And because Xia Abeo is a little princess, it needs to be used with caution. In order to reduce the prickly heat of the chubby little princess, keep it clean and refreshing. Xia Abeo must be bathed every noon, afternoon and evening. Applying talcum powder after a bath will make the baby feel more refreshed and comfortable. Xia Abeo likes to play, so when he goes out, Lin Feng always brings 500 milliliters of warm water and a face towel. When Xia Abeo is tired after playing, he wipes her. Finally, he prepares children's sunscreen for Xia Abeo. This plant-added ingredient is very safe and will prevent the baby from getting sunburnt. Everything is ready. Lin Feng packs it and says, "Let's go, let's go." The first stop is definitely to go to the amusement park. Zhang Yuxi is standing aside wearing a sun hat and holding an umbrella. There is a backpack and toys bought by her side. Where is Lin Feng? He takes Xia Abeo to play on the carousel. Children as old as Xia Abeo must be accompanied by their parents to play, and Zhang Yuxi and Lin Feng take turns to accompany them. What can you play in the amusement park? What kind of ring toss, doll claw, water spray car, children's mini train, etc.? Xia Abeo can play one amusement project many times. Dad, I want to eat that. Lin Feng turned his head and saw, wow, ice cream. Moreover, the child who was eating it was almost the same age as Xiaobao. Lin Feng looked at Xiaobao, whose face was flushed red, and said, "Okay, let mom wipe your sweat while dad goes to buy more." "Okay." Lin Feng bought an ice cream cone. Then he took a bite and half of it was gone. "Here." Zhang Yuxi turned her head and found that half of the ice cream cone was missing. She immediately looked at Lin Feng with a smile on her face. Xiaobao took the ice cream cone in confusion and glanced at the customers who came out of the store. Why are the ice cream cones in their hands different from his own? "Xiaobao, they said you are a baby, so you can only eat this much?" Xiaobao was not so easy to fool and pointed to the big ice cream cone held by another child. "We are all the same age, why is she so much bigger than us?" Lin Feng explained, "Because this is the portion for 2 people, she and her mother eat it together. I don't eat it, so the boss gave me this much." Xiaobao did not doubt him and trusted Lin Feng 100%. She immediately ate the cone with a sweet taste. "Dad, I want to play the bubble machine." "Didn't you just play it?" "But I want to play it again. Summer is here, and people are eating ice cream everywhere. It would be strange if Xiaobao, a little foodie, didn't envy her. She is a child, and she can't eat too much, for fear of diarrhea." She promised not to eat too much before, but she didn't admit it after eating it. After playing around, she saw someone eating popsicles, and Xiaobao wanted to eat some too. "That one is very hard, you are still young and your teeth can't bite it." Lin Feng hugged Xiaobao and said, "Dad will take you to drink juice, okay? Freshly squeezed juice is delicious." Xiaobao nodded, "Anyway, as long as there is food." Except for Xiaobao's freshly squeezed juice, Lin Feng and Zhang Yuxi both had iced drinks, sour and sweet. Xiaobao tasted it and couldn't stop at all, and wanted to exchange with Lin Feng. "Then Dad, can you drink another sip?" "Okay." Lin Feng winked at Zhang Yuxi, and the couple cooperated tacitly. Zhang Yuxi distracted Xiaobao's attention, while Lin Feng took a deep sip. He almost finished the drink after a few sips. Fortunately, there were ice cubes, so Xiaobao didn't notice it and drank it happily. Lin Feng reminded Xiaobao, "Don't eat anything cold after drinking this, otherwise your stomach will hurt." Xiaobao had something delicious, so he agreed quickly. After playing in the amusement park, the family of 3 went to a nearby restaurant. Lin Feng ordered food, and Zhang Yuxi called Zhao Lizhan and said that she would not come back to eat tonight. After dinner, they walked around for a while before coming back. In the evening, Xiaobao video called his brothers and sisters and told them what delicious food they had eaten today. In a blink of an eye, this festival was over. Back in Yangchang, Bao and his friends didn't get home until 1 in the morning. It was so late, and Lin Feng was worried, so he set the alarm to pick up the children at the airport. Unexpectedly, he met several fans at the airport. Even though Lin Feng is low-key, he has his own fans. For example, at the amusement park today, someone recognized him and wanted to take a photo together, but was rejected by Lin Feng. Bao and the others posed in a few poses and said a few words to the fans before getting in the car. Raymond Lam asked, "Have you eaten?" Bao replied, "Yes." They all brought delicious food on the private plane so they wouldn't be hungry. Although the children had eaten, Raymond Lam still cooked millet porridge for them and mixed a few light cold dishes. Drinking porridge and eating some cold dishes in summer makes the stomach feel so comfortable. Several people ate a big bowl of rice. Raymond Lam reminded them, after eating, take a rest and go to bed. Don't take a shower, it's not good for the stomach. They also bought a lot of things this time. Bao took out a bag and handed it to Raymond Lam. "Dad, these are the gifts we bought for you and Mom." Raymond Lam looked relieved. He went back to the house and woke up Zhang Yuxi. "You're back." "Yes." After Raymond Lam left, Zhang Yuxi was half asleep and propped herself up and asked, "What's in your hand?" "The gifts the children brought us." Zhang Yuxi opened it and looked at it. The couple didn't care whether the gift was expensive or not. The main thing was that it was good to have this thought. Open the bag. Lin Feng was wearing a water blue t-shirt, which was cool and comfortable to the touch. Zhang Yuxi was wearing a long skirt with small floral patterns, which was beautiful and fashionable. Lin Feng and Zhang Yuxi usually wore one-size-fits-all clothes, so it was easy to buy clothes. Lin Feng took the opportunity to wash his clothes by hand, and after hanging them overnight, they would probably be dry tomorrow. "Go to sleep." Zhang Yuxi shook her head, "I can't sleep." "Then let's chat for a while." Zhang Yuxi rested her head in Lin Feng's arms and played with his fingers. Hubby, time flies so fast, and I'm already 40 years old in a blink of an eye. Lin Feng hummed, that's right, the children will graduate from high school and go to college soon. Zhang Yuxi looked up at him, thank you for your hard work, husband. You have given so much to this family over the years. Lin Feng raised his eyebrows slightly. You want to talk about these topics? Zhang Yuxi was puzzled. Aren't these topics the only topics to be discussed during a chat? Lin Feng smiled softly, and Zhang Yuxi immediately understood. Lin Feng is also in his 40s, and his energy is as good as ever, which is more than enough to deal with her at this age. Horizontal ellipsis. If you're listening to this novel on a channel other than Fanfic World, it means they downloaded and uploaded it without effort. We cordially invite you to visit our channel, Mundo Fanfic Novelis. There you'll find the original version of this story, and you can explore many other novels of various genres. We're waiting for you to immerse yourself in a world of incredible novels. Chapter 594. Dad is too rich. The next day, Zhang Yuxi wore a floral dress that had been soaked last night and put on light makeup to go to school. After the children finished their meal, they all took gifts to school, leaving Lin Feng and Zhang Yuxi at home. After May, the college entrance examination in June arrived. 2 days before the college entrance examination, Bao live-streamed a video chat with everyone, wishing them good grades, and took screenshots to send red envelopes. The first place was 10,000, the second place was 8,000, the third place was 6,000, and so on. A total of 6 screenshots were taken, and I hope everyone will actively participate. Okay, friends, the first screenshot has begun. I'll count down to 3. 3, 2, 1. Bao made it quite lively, and was generous, and there was also a gift-giving session. In a blink of an eye, the college entrance examination is coming. After the college entrance examination is over, Bao and his friends will also start preparing for it. During this period, Bao will continue to do live broadcasts, but the content has become more diverse. For example, he will live broadcast the process of making handicrafts, and then soak for about 40 minutes. He also live broadcast Bao playing the violin, and Lin Feng live broadcast life tips, etc. As for learning, the theme of their live broadcast was about the second year of high school. So, they would live stream test papers and live stream homework. Bao and his friends would talk about the extra point questions after each test paper. In a blink of an eye, they also had their final exams. After this exam, Bao and Bao skipped grades to go to college. So, after the exams, they organized a dinner party, with Lin Feng paying for the children to choose a place to go abroad for a trip. They could bring one parent with them. There were nearly 250 teachers and classmates in the 2 classes, and they were all shocked when they heard the news. This was too much? Bao and his friends had originally planned to treat everyone to a meal and then have a good time for a few days. They didn't expect their father to be so generous, and they were so moved that they didn't know what to say. Lin Feng paid for the trip, and let them discuss it. Or they could pay a lot of money to find a tour group and slow down the progress. The tour lasted about a week, and they would cover the round-trip air tickets, 3 meals a day, accommodation, transportation, etc. Bao thought for a moment, Dad, this will cost a lot of money. How about we just have some fun in China? Hearing what Bao said, the other people calmed down. Lin Feng smiled slightly. Your dad can afford this money, you can take your teachers and classmates to have a good trip abroad. We will go our separate ways in college, and I don't know when we will meet again. Zhang Yuxi also said beside him, yes, have fun and put a perfect end to your high school career. Since Lin Feng said so, Bao and Bao agreed. Lin Feng said to Bao, you will do the same when you graduate from high school, so you can go together this time. Anyway, you know other classmates. In addition to being one of the best universities in Yangchang, Yangchang No. 5 Middle School is also an aristocratic school. The parents here are either rich or noble, but their children are also capable. Bao and his friends immediately sent this news to the class group on WeChat. Everyone is not short of money, and those who have a good time will go abroad together during the holidays. So going abroad is nothing to them. But calling so many people to travel abroad together is impossible without some financial strength. The 2 classes immediately exploded. Wow, this is a good idea, we can go out together. Oh, we can pay for it ourselves, and we don't need uncle to pay for it at all. That's right, The class monitor is so good to us. Now he is leaving, and we will cover your expenses as a class. This trip will be a practice. Yes, there are dozens of people in our class, and we still have this money. My parents are busy and may not have time to accompany me. Alice. Why don't we follow what Uncle said and form a tour group to play? This way, it will save us trouble and the safety factor will be higher. Where to go? How about Maldives? It would be fun to go in the off-season. I don't want to. It's tiring to wear so many clothes in winter. It's better to wear less and be more free. After discussing for an afternoon, the two classes finally decided to sign up for a tour group. It happened that the parent of a student in the class was in the tourism business, so they didn't have to find those unreliable ones. The classmates and teachers said that their fathers don't need to pay, and that their own pocket money is enough. They also said that they have covered the expenses of their older brothers and sisters, which is a practice for us. The tour group is from the family of a classmate in the class, and he is communicating with his family. Many parents can't come this time, so we have to bring a few more teachers. After hearing what Sanbeo said, Lin Feng was still quite surprised. Just make your decision. It's worth it that the children are sincere to their classmates, and no matter what they do, they think about doing good for them. Finally, it was decided to go to Hawaii, and the time was set for 3 days later. Buying tickets, the travel agency has already arranged the hotel. Lin Feng watched the children pack their things and repeatedly reminded them. When you go out, pay attention to vehicles and walk on zebra crossings, so as not to get separated from your classmates. It doesn't matter if you lose something abroad, the most important thing is that you are safe. Apply sunscreen and don't get tanned, especially the second and third children. Girls should pay more attention to sun protection. Call mom and dad when you arrive, and tell us if you don't have enough money. You don't need any gifts, just play with your classmates and take good care of yourself. That's what mom and dad want to see. I know you have a diving license, don't go to deep water, go to diving places. After explaining for almost half an hour, Zhang Yuxi finally couldn't listen anymore. Husband, they are all adults, they can take care of themselves. Besides them, there are teachers and classmates, not to mention that the tour group is run by classmates, don't worry. Lin Feng also knew that the children were fine, but he still had to remind them again before he felt relieved. The flight was at 2 in the morning. Lin Feng drove the SUV to send the children to the plane and reminded them again. Have you taken the exchange money? Yes, Dad. Are all the things ready? Everything is ready, Dad, and we're almost at the airport. Watching the children go in, Lin Feng sighed heavily and chatted with the head teacher for a while before going back. Wife? Did you sleep? Awake. Zhang Yuxi is not as sleepy as she was when she was young. She has a shallow sleep and can't fall asleep even if she is woken up by a loud noise. Husband, now that the children are leaving, do you want to go out and play? Where do you want to go? Zhang Yuxi thought for a while. How about we go to Venice? They haven't been to this place yet, so they can go. Seeing that the children are accompanied by teachers and classmates on this trip, Zhang Yuxi smiled and asked, do you want to ask in Lan and Wang Lu? Lin Feng had no objection, just let your wife decide, I don't care, anything is fine. Chapter 595 Advanced Lung Cancer. However, what Zhang Yuxi didn't expect was that In Lan's 2 children and Wang Lu's child would have to wait until July for summer vacation. So the 3 of them could go to play. I'll ask mom and the others, it'll be so lively with so many people. Lin Deshan and his wife were busy with Lin Ji's wedding last year. After all, they are old and a little tired. From March to June after the Chinese New Year, they didn't go anywhere. When I heard that the children were going to Venice, I was a little moved. I thought that I was over 60 years old. If I didn't go out and see it, when would I wait? So, the Lin family went. Lin Deshan's 3 brothers came. Zhao Lizian and her husband also came to join in the fun and play together. So they flew to Venice on Lin Feng's private plane. On the plane, everyone played cards and had fun. With Zhao Abeo, they didn't feel bored. Zhao Abeo didn't know that Abeo and the others went out to play. If she knew, she would definitely chase them to go out and play. After losing several rounds in a row, Lin Dahu waved his hand and stopped playing. I'm old, I can't afford to lose. Lin Dan, who used to be a gentle person, now has a bad temper. I can't afford to play. I'm too old. Lin Dahu is not angry, but said with some emotion, yes, I'm old, I feel, It's coming soon. This sentence was scolded by Lin Dashan and Lin Dan. Lin Da, who admitted defeat, okay, I won't say discouraging words. Lin Da, whose wife, looked gloomy. That's right, what discouraging words? When they came to Venice Water Park, they were deeply shocked by its beauty. Zhang Yuxi couldn't wait for a moment and wanted to go to play in a small boat, and it was the kind that was manually rowed. Children are energetic, how can adults catch up with her? After finding a good hotel to stay, Lin Feng's family of 3 went out to play first, while Lin Dashan and others rested in the room. As a result, they couldn't find a rowing boat after searching for a long time, so they had to take the water bus. Zhang Yuxi was also very happy. Zhang Yuxi likes to play the most. Whenever he walks to a toy store or something interesting, he will go over and look at it for a long time. The most famous thing here is the mask. Wow, so beautiful. Mom, can we buy some to take home? Okay. Looking at the dazzling and exquisite masks, the mother and daughter are like children, wanting to buy this and that. Lin Feng, who followed behind, was helpless. He only has 2 hands, not 3 heads and 6 arms. Since getting a private jet, the family's travel has almost become a purchasing agent. And Lan is now busy with the 2 children's studies. They don't need to go to cram school. She lets Zhang Yuxi take back whatever they want to buy. In addition to other relatives' children, they bought a lot of things. After buying masks and special handicrafts, Lin Feng's arms were full of shopping bags after walking down the street. Are you tired? Let's go eat something. Zhang Yuxi turned her head and noticed that Lin Feng could no longer carry it, so she quickly said, "Honey, let me carry it." Lin Feng shook his head. "No, you guys have been walking for so long, do you want to eat something?" Zhang Yuxi touched his belly. "Zhang Yuxi is hungry, Daddy will hug you." Lin Feng didn't know whether to laugh or cry. "Look at how Daddy holds you." Zhang Yuxi turned his head to ask Zhang Yuxi to hold him. "Mommy will hug you." Zhang Yuxi was not light. Zhang Yuxi bent down and picked him up. "Little piglet." Zhang Yuxi pouted. "I'm not a little piglet, I'm a little cutie." "Oh, you know how to be conceited." Zhang Yuxi rubbed her daughter's nose. "You are the little piglet, the chubby little piglet. Mom is the mother pig, Dad is the father pig, and I am Peppa." The couple were amused by Zhang Yuxi's words and couldn't help laughing. They came to a nearby restaurant and went back after dinner. Zhang Yuxi was full of energy and wanted to play. Lin Feng pointed to a pile of shopping bags. "How do I get this?" Zhang Yuxi doesn't like these things outside and eats very little. Lin Feng fed him for a long time before he barely finished eating. While eating, he played with the toys he just bought. After dinner, the family of 3 returned to the hotel. Lin Dashan and his friends had rested well now, and the elderly don't sleep much. Zhang Yuxi chattered around them about the toys they bought. Zhang Yuxi is the group's favorite. Several elderly people sat around her and looked at these strange things. Third auntie always speaks directly, even if her living conditions are better, she still speaks like this. "Oh my god, look at these things, they are so interesting. These masks are beautiful one by one." Lin Dahu has become more amiable this year. He has not smoked or drunk for many years. This is a foreign country, it is the characteristics of their country. Our country has many more characteristics than theirs. Everyone was talking about these things, and Lin Feng and Zhang Yuxi made a video call to the children. After a few words, they hung up, and the couple looked at each other and smiled. In a blink of an eye, both sides finished playing. Zhang Yuxi went home a day earlier than the children. Zhang Yuxi fell asleep in the crib, and Lin Feng washed her face and feet gently. The child was so tired that she didn't respond when she was changed into pajamas, which made Lin Feng kiss her. He felt that his daughter was really adorable. Zhang Yuxi was sorting out the things she bought downstairs. "This is Inlands, Unlands. This is Wang Lu's. This is also." Lin Feng walked over. "Let me do it, you go and have a rest." Zhang Yuxi shook her head. "No, I'll finish it soon." There was no need to buy things for the elderly this time, so there were not so many things. Brother Rui and the others were taken back by the third uncle and others. The things Zhang Yuxi had on hand were all from Lin Jiajin, Yu Zheng, and Lan, and Lin Ji. As a boss, Lin Feng now has a private jet for convenience, and he always brings a lot of specialties every time he goes out. Some were given by the hotel staff, some by the SP club members. He was never soft-handed with red envelopes during festivals, which made him, a nominal boss, very popular with his employees. After the couple finished their work, Zhang Yuxi stretched. Honey, I'm going to take a shower. Okay, I'll clean up the garbage. I'll do it too. Zhang Yuxi really liked the feeling of working with Lin Feng, and tried to accompany him whenever she had time. When the couple finished cleaning up, Zhang Yuxi sprayed perfume and looked at Lin Feng with her eyes full of excitement. The phone suddenly rang. It was Lin Deshan who called and said that Lin Dehu was sick and they were in the hospital. Lin Feng was startled and noticed that Lin Deshan's tone was a little wrong. What's the disease? What did the doctor say? Lung cancer, late stage. Zhang Yuxi heard this sentence carefully, pulled up her coat, and sat over. I heard about this from your third aunt. It was found out before, already. Lin Dehu was a loan shark, and he was a gangster when he was young, and he smoked and drank a lot. When he came back to get married, the third aunt had no choice but to not control him at all. Lin Dehu quit smoking only after knowing that Lin Feng's family had a second baby. He had not touched cigarettes and alcohol for a while. This disease seemed unexpected, but also reasonable. I just want to tell you, your brother Rui will be here soon. Wait until tomorrow to find your sister Xiaolin. The doctor said that it will take at most 3 months, 1 month at the earliest. If you are free, come back to see him more often. After hanging up the phone, the couple was speechless for a while. This time I felt that Uncle San's face was not right. Lin Feng pursed his lips. Zhang Yuxi pursed her lips. Wait for the children to come back and live in Michang for a while. Yes. Look, Lin Jiajin, Yu Zheng and Lin Ji also called. Several people discussed going back to Michang to see what they could do for Uncle San. You go to sleep. I'll make some porridge for the children and pick them up at the airport later. Lin Feng kissed Zhang Yuxi. Zhang Yuxi shook her head. I can't sleep. I'll accompany you. The death of the eldest aunt was very sudden. Zhang Yuxi had been with her for a short time and didn't have much feeling. But Uncle San is different. We've been in contact since she married Raymond Lam, and it's been almost 20 years. I feel very sad. Chapter 596 Visiting Lin Dehu. Lin Feng cooked porridge, cut some of the kimchi he had made, and fried some vegetables. He looked at the time, took off his apron and prepared to pick up the children. He went upstairs to call Zhang Yuxi downstairs to drink some porridge. Wife, I'm going to pick up the children. Okay, drive slowly. Lin Feng reminded Zhang Yuxi. Xiaobao may wake up in a while, you watch him. I know. She is not a child, she knows how to do these things. He drove to the airport in an SUV that was more than 10 years old. Some parents came to pick up their children themselves or their aunts at home. Parents who were free accompanied their children, but if they were really not free, there was no way. Mr. Lin is here. Yes, you are here too. At Yangchang No. 5 Middle School, the children went from junior high school to high school, and Lin Feng only went to the last parent-teacher meeting. He didn't know others, but others knew him. Mr. Lin is so lucky. All his children are successful and outstanding. We are so envious. Lin Feng said modestly. No, your children are also very good. How can my child compare to yours? He is simply far behind. When the gap between people is not big, jealousy will naturally arise. But once the gap becomes an insurmountable gap, we can only watch from afar and have no other thoughts. During the conversation, a large group of children came back. Lin Feng has an outstanding figure, and the children also stand out on the crowd. Bao smiled boldly and confidently. Now she is the richest among her brothers and sisters. Sanbao's words and deeds are like a noble princess, with a cold temperament. Sibao has a sunny smile, dark skin, and smooth muscle lines. The 4 children are all outstanding in their own way, and you can tell they are not ordinary people just by looking at them. Lin Feng waved to the children and said goodbye to the teachers one by one. The trunk was full of things, all gifts for elders and peers. Dad, did you buy us gifts? Bao asked with a smile. Lin Feng turned the steering wheel. Do I need to ask this? He added, you guys are tanned, you must not have applied sunscreen, Mom will be angry if she knows. Even for boys, Zhang Yuxi insisted on applying sunscreen. On the way, Lin Feng told the children about the second grandfather. The children were silent. After returning home, there was delicious food waiting for them. There was also Zhang Yuxi and Xiaobao who ran over, which made the children feel happy to return home for the first time. Sibao picked up Xiaobao and kissed him on the little face. Do you miss your 4th brother? Tell me, do you miss your 4th brother? Xiaobao chuckled. Yes, I think so. Taking advantage of the gap, he kept asking, "Is there anything fun? Is there? Is there?" Sanbao took out a conch. "Here, this is for you." Lin Feng and Zhang Yuxi were busy in the kitchen, and came out and said, "Okay, stop playing, come and eat." "Xiaobao, you also want to eat. You didn't eat much during the day today." At the dinner table, the children talked about the interesting things that happened in the past few days, and the family was happy. 3 days later, Lin Feng's family arranged everything and returned to Micheng. Mingai Villa was worth $500 million a few years ago, and now Lin Feng's villa is estimated to be more than 300 million. This house has the best location and the largest area. Zhou Qilin wanted to come to the airport to pick him up, but was rejected by Lin Feng. "Mom, we can go back by ourselves." Zhou Qilin, "That's fine, I'll cook rice for you. What do you want to eat?" Lin Feng, "We can do it." The first one to go back was the old villa, which had not changed much, and even took out the old things. The older people get, the more nostalgic they become. "Where's Dad?" "Your dad is on his way. He went to see your third uncle this morning." "Come eat." "Wait for Dad to come back and eat together." "No need to wait for him, you guys eat first." They were almost done eating when Lin Dashan came back. He didn't want to eat after a few bites. "Your third uncle is not in good condition in the hospital. The doctor said the situation is not optimistic. It is said that illness comes like a mountain falling, and illness goes like pulling a thread. Third uncle is so old now. Lin Feng was not in good health when he just got married, and now it is even worse. We will go to see him later." The hospital was filled with the smell of disinfectant. Xiaobao nestled in Lin Feng's arms. His little face was not very good looking, but it was particularly quiet. Zhou Qilin saw this and told Zhang Yuxi, "Take Xiaobao out after she finishes seeing the second grandfather. The hospital smells bad." When Lin Feng came, Lin Rui was being taken care of in the ward, and Lin Dan was also there. The nurse was giving an injection. "Don't let so many people in at once." After the nurse finished the injection, she looked at the family in surprise. They were so good looking, as if she had seen them somewhere before. Zhou Qilin waved, "You guys come out first, let Lin Feng and the others go check it out. Children, go say hello to second grandpa, and then wait outside." The child stood by the bed and called for help. Lin Dahu agreed with a smile. His complexion was not good, but his temper was very good. "You kids should listen to your parents in the future, and respect them when you grow up, okay? Study hard and become useful talents. You should unite with each other and support each other, not only your family, but also Zia Cheng and the others." The children nodded, agreed one by one, and said to take care of themselves. Lin Dahu nodded with a smile, "Okay, you guys should leave quickly. The smell in the hospital is not good, it's unlucky." He glanced at Xiaobao. "Xiaobao, go out quickly too, look at your little face, it's not happy." He turned to Lin Feng and said, "You stay and talk to me, and you too." "You mean Brother Rui?" After the people left, the ward suddenly became cold. This is a separate ward. Because the incident happened suddenly, this luxurious ward was the only one left. Lin Rui could afford the cost. Lin Feng and Lin Rui sat beside the bed. The latter was peeling fruit without saying a word, looking very sad with his head down. In the past, their father-son relationship was very bad. "Lin Feng, our Lin family can be what it is today, and our family can be what it is today, thanks to you. I thank you here." Lin Feng hurriedly said, "Third uncle, don't say that, we are all family, and we should help each other." Lin Dahu shook his head, "Why don't you thank me? If it weren't for you, who knows what our family would be like? If it weren't for Lin Feng, with Lin Rui's personality, he would definitely not be able to go far in making a lot of money. Besides, Lin Jiajin, the look of a young man, used to be a parasite, which made Lin Dan very worried. In the past, he didn't get along with his children, and there were also unhappiness between brothers. He often thought that his old age life must be very miserable. Unexpectedly, after Lin Feng became rich, the relationship between peers became more and more friendly, and the relationship between them and brothers gradually became harmonious. He never dared to imagine that he could live a rich and leisurely life in his later years. As he got older, he knew his destiny and thought about his life late at night. He had eaten what he should have eaten and played what he should have played. Except for some regrets about his daughter, everything else was fine. "You kid, when I die, you brothers, including the brothers of the Lin family, must unite and love each other." These were the advices from the elders. Lin Feng came out of the ward and talked to Lin Rui about Lin Xiaolin in the corridor. I'll go and call Xiaolin back this afternoon. If you don't come back this time, don't come back for the rest of your life. The voice of the third aunt came from behind. I'll go with you. This was someone else's family affair, and Lin Feng was not convenient to say, okay, we'll go back first, and I'll come back tomorrow. Chapter 597 Divorced? In the evening, Lin Ji, Yu Zhang and others returned to Michang one after another. When the peers had dinner together, they couldn't help but sigh when talking about Lin Dahu's illness. Lin Jiajin said at the table that he wanted to quit drinking. Wang Lu glared at him. You should have quit drinking a long time ago. You didn't listen even after I talked so hard. Yu Zhang asked Lin Rui, why didn't you see Brother Rui and Sister Yan? They are all brothers and sisters, and some things can be said at the table. Brother Rui went to find Sister Xiaolin. Lin Feng said. Brother Rui found her and said, wouldn't it be better if both of you took a step back? Wang Lu changed the subject and said half-jokingly. Don't talk about this, Xiaoya. When are you going to have a child? Do you want a daughter or a son? Now that the second child is allowed, it doesn't matter if you have a third child. The topic changed so suddenly that when Xiaoya was a little confused. But she has a cheerful personality and smiled when talking about this topic. It would be best to have a son and a daughter. Lin Jiajin and Yu Zhang both sighed. They couldn't ask for a daughter, and they used to swear to have one, but now they really can't do it. Unlike Lin Feng, the two children are more than 10 years apart. After dinner, they went back to their own homes. Lin Ji and his wife went back to the house they lived in before, and Lin Feng went back to Zixchen Mansion. They all have work to do, and they will go back after staying for a few days this time. The next time they go home, it will probably be when Lin Dahu passes away. Dabao is going to do a practical activity during the holiday, and it will be after 10 o'clock in the evening, and they will be in the morning. Saying that he will be back a few days later, Lin Feng sat on the sofa. It's okay, come back when you are done. Dabao is doing well in Massachusetts, and he hardly uses any of Lin Feng's money. The brothers and sisters did a live broadcast, and Dabao got a lot. When they saw Lin Xiaolin again, everyone was stunned. I couldn't believe that the woman in front of them, who was older than Sister Yan, was actually her. It is said that women age faster after giving birth. But I didn't expect them to age so quickly, and judging from the way they dress, it can be seen that they didn't have a good life. Everyone tacitly didn't mention the past, even if they had any dissatisfaction in their hearts. Seeing her like this, all their anger disappeared. Especially Lin Jiajin, who used to be close to her, was left with only emotion in his heart. Lin Xiaolin's daughter is already in junior high school. Her name is Song Tuong. She looks good and looks like her father. She is a little reserved and can't let go at the table. Her conversation with Bao and Sanbao is completely different. The third aunt introduced people to the little girl and greeted them one by one. Lin Xiaolin didn't speak much. Sitting next to the little girl was Lin Rui. When he saw the child, he just asked about her academic performance. The little girl had good grades, one of the top few in the class and one of the top 80 in the grade. This result is really good, apart from Lin Feng's evil family. Let's not talk about Lin Rui, Lin Jiajin, and Yu Zhang's child Chuan for now. The grades of several people are really mediocre. It's probably genetic. The qualifications are mediocre. There is no harm without comparison. They have given up. They don't ask for anything else, just hope that the child will have a skill when he grows up and not learn bad things. As for money, leave as much as you can. It will be more and more difficult to make money in the future. I hope they can suffer less. Lin Feng and Zhang Yuxi were not nosy or talkative people. They didn't talk much at the dinner table, only occasionally agreeing with a few words. Lin Rui asked Dabao, when will Dabao come back? Lin Feng replied, 3 or 4 days. Lin Rui then asked Lin Ji, Yu Zhang and others, are you busy? If not, wait for Dabao to come back before leaving. It's just 1 or 2 days, no problem. The meal was okay, at least Lin Xiaolin didn't give everyone a cold shoulder. After dinner, everyone still played and sat for a while. Zhou Qilin took Xiaobao home, and Sabao and other younger generations went out to the supermarket, watched movies, etc. Bao smiled and asked, does Sister Tong Tong want to go with us? Tuong Tong looked at her mother. Lin Xiaolin nodded. Tuong Tong left happily. The elders left as if they had said goodbye, leaving Lin Feng and others together. The third aunt also said specifically, It's been a long time since we last met. Play cards. I'm going to the hospital. Her intention was to let everyone persuade her daughter. In the tea house, everyone drank tea and played cards. Lin Rui made an excuse to go to the toilet. Lin Jiajin and Lin Xiaolin used to be close to each other, so he asked directly, "Are you still quarreling with your third uncle?" Lin Xiaolin looked at him, pursed her lips and said, "No more quarreling." Everyone was surprised. What was going on? Lin Xiaolin looked like she had given up. "I did do something wrong, but I was just too proud to admit it. Now that he is almost gone, I have figured it out." Lin Jiajin didn't know how she figured it out, and continued, "That's right, after all, he is your father. What's more, it was indeed you who did something wrong back then." Before he could even say the word Feng Yuang, Wang Lu stopped him with a look. Feng Yuang is living a good life now. He joined a brand of furniture and sold it online and offline, with good sales. His wife is now also a senior teacher, and they have a son and a daughter, who are well behaved and sensible. Including the old house, there are 3 houses in total, and they drive a car worth more than 200,000 yuan. Mi Chang is so small, and they occasionally keep in touch and have WeChat. Both parties never mentioned Lin Xiaolin. After all, her eating manners were really ugly, so it was her fault. Lin Xiaolin admitted straightforwardly, "Yes, I am now reaping the fruits of my own labor." Then, she told a shocking news. She had actually been divorced a long time ago. Tongtong's father had already gone to another city and reunited with his wife. This matter made her even more ashamed to mention it, so she didn't mention it to her third aunt. It's not that she doesn't want to contact everyone, she just doesn't have the nerve to do so. Everyone looked at Lin Xiaolin in astonishment, but they were all very wise and didn't say anything else, but comforted her instead. Lin Xiaolin's eyes turned red with sadness, and she finally cried. No one likes to live a hard life, not to mention that she is a mother who wants to give all the good things to her daughter. Lin Rui just came out, heard Lin Xiaolin crying, and sat beside her without saying a word. The relationship between the brother and sister has always been bad, but seeing his sister living so miserably, would the brother feel good? "You guys go back," Lin Rui said to everyone. Everyone left one after another, and the brother and sister said some heartfelt words. Thinking back to the past, and looking at Lin Xiaolin now, Zhang Yuxi couldn't help but sigh. The children were still watching a summer movie, which would end at 11 p.m. It was quite late, so Lin Feng simply let the children sleep at his house, and told them to be careful when they came back. "You're back?" Xian Abayo just fell asleep. Zhou Qilin greeted them and asked, "How was the talk with Xiaolin?" Zhang Yuxi told about playing cards. Zhou Qilin was shocked. "Divorced? Well, that Song guy wasn't a good guy to begin with. Mom, don't talk about this for now, it's so late, you should go to bed. Aren't Urbayo and the others watching a movie? Did they say they would be back when they were free? After 11 p.m., let's see if we should pick them up." In fact, there was no need to pick them up, they were about to go to college, they were not little kids. Besides, Sibayo and Urbayo had practiced taekwondo, so they had no problem protecting themselves. Raising a child is a matter of 99 worries. As long as you are alive, there is no way you don't worry about your children. Chapter 598, that's all we can do. There are many rooms in the house, so everyone can stay together. At 11 o'clock, the children called and said they were going to the internet cafe to play games. Among the children, Urbayo, Sanbayo and Tongtong are girls. Urbayo has a carefree personality and can play with boys, and Sanbayo can also play games. Lin Feng asked, "Where is Tongtong? Is she going with you?" Urbayo replied, "Tongtong said she would go. Tongtong called her aunt just now and said she was fine." Lin Feng hummed, "Okay, you guys play and come back early. Ask your dad to pick you up. Call me." "Dad, Uncle Lin Ji is here too. He's with us." Lin Feng was more relieved now. "Then my dad and mom will rest." After 5 in the morning, Lin Feng heard some noise outside and vaguely heard Urbayo's voice. He got up and saw it. "Have you eaten?" "I had breakfast and steamed buns outside." Lin Ji, who had not yet gone upstairs, said, "Brother, I'm leaving first." Lin Feng nodded, "Thank you for your hard work." Lin Ji rolled his eyes, "Why are you saying these things, brother?" Because Urbayo has a good personality and is easy to talk to, Tongtong chose to live in the same room with her. As for Sanbayo, she exudes a cool aura. Although she is also easy to talk to, people dare not be presumptuous in front of her. Tuang Tuang can't say a word in front of Sanbao, and feels very inferior. Since stepping into the villa, everything is like a palace to Tuang Tuang. There is a sense of home here, and there is also luxury without leaving any traces. It is incomparable with the rental house at home. Bao opened the cabinet and found a set of pajamas. Here, this is new and washed. Tuang Tuang took it. Thank you. Bao smiled and said, don't be so polite, go take a shower. A minute later, Tuang Tuang's voice came from inside. Second sister. What's wrong? Tuang Tuang asked awkwardly, how do I do this? I don't know how. Bao came over and saw that he didn't know how to use the smart toilet. After patiently teaching him, she asked, do you know how to use it? Tuang Tuang was surprised. Yes. Ask me if you don't understand anything. Okay. After cleaning up, it was Bao's turn to take a bath. Tuang Tuang dared to observe the room. The decoration is so beautiful, everything is what she likes. How nice it would be if she could have all of this. Tuang Tuang couldn't help but start to fantasize, but thinking about her family situation, her expression was gloomy. You go to bed first, I'll make a video call. The video call was to Bao. Brother, are you busy? Say it. Are you free to live broadcast today? No, but I'm free tomorrow. Okay, I'll contact you then. As a student who is about to enter the third year of high school, Bao, who has a talent for learning, still has to go all out. There are 4 babies in the family, and all of them have good universities. How can I not fall behind? Saying that I don't care is a lie. Lying down, she saw that Tuang Tuang was still awake, as if she was too excited to fall asleep. Aren't you sleepy? Not really. Being in such a dreamy room, she was so excited that she didn't want to sleep. Bao yawned, I'm going to sleep, you should go to bed early too. Good night. Good night. After a while, the sound of Bao's even breathing was heard. At noon, several children got up one after another, and Lin Feng waited for them to eat. Where's Bao? Where's mommy? They went out to play, come and eat. Finding that Tuang Tuang was not there, Lin Feng looked at Bao. Bao explained that no one had gotten up yet, so Lin Feng saved some food for Tuang Tuang. After dinner, Tuang Tuang appeared, looking at a loss. Lin Feng greeted her with a friendly face, come and eat. Tuang Tuang took a few bites. Wow, it's delicious. Bao responded proudly, my dad's cooking skills are amazing. Lin Feng stood up, I'm going out. I won't be back for dinner tonight, so call me back. He made some food for Lin Dahu and sent it over now. He drove to the hospital. Lin Dahu's condition was not good. He had chemotherapy in the past few days and looked particularly pale. Uncle San, I made some soup for you. Lin Dahu forced a smile. Okay, thank you for your hard work. Lin Feng added some things to it. Cancer may not be cured, but it can only be relieved. Delicious. Lin Dahu suddenly became energetic, and his Aunt San asked him to eat slowly. What else do you want to eat, Uncle San? I'll make it for you. Lin Dahu said sorry, but he ate more happily. I can only do this for Uncle San. Lin Dahu nodded with a smile. Thank you for your hard work anyway. After eating, Lin Feng went to the supermarket to buy things, thinking about what to do in the evening. Zhang Yuxi called, husband, where are you? I'm buying vegetables in the supermarket and stewing something for Uncle San in the evening. Oh. This is really all Lin Feng can do for Lin Dahu. He called to ask about the situation at noon today, and said that Wang Lu didn't eat a single bite of what she made, and vomited it all. Chapter 599 Uncle San passed away. During these 2 days, Bao and several other people of the same age played together, including Tuang Tuang. Lin Feng took care of the family's meals, cooked for Lin Dahu and sent him to the hospital. The round trip took about an hour, and the delay was only an hour and a half. The rest of the time, he took his wife and daughter to play everywhere, and played all the games in Michen. 3 days later, Bao came back exhausted and looked very tired. He slept for an afternoon, and went to the hospital with Lin Feng after dinner. It had only been a few days, and Lin Dahu was so haggard that he couldn't eat anything except what Lin Feng cooked. But he was still very optimistic. Now that things had come to this, he had thought it through. The older generation still had some traditional ideas. Let the children come to the hospital less in the future, so as not to get sick. Lin Feng boiled pear juice for him to drink, hot. Lin Dahu drank it in small sips. He could eat a small bowl before, but now he can only eat a few bites. Save it, I'll eat it later. The third aunt on the side turned her back and secretly wiped her tears, shrugged her shoulders. The weather outside was just right. Lin Feng smiled as he watched Xiaobao running towards him. Dad, Xiaobao wants to eat popsicles. Zhang Yuxi followed behind him. She and I shared half before, but now she's craving for it again. Lin Feng picked up his daughter. No, you can't eat it again after eating it today. Then Dad, choose one between pudding and popsicles for me. What do you mean choose one? This clever little ghost. Let's go. Dad will make you pudding when we go back. Originally, Yu Zheng and the others wanted to leave on the third day after Dabao came back, but the third aunt told them. The doctor said that the person probably wouldn't last more than a month. After a discussion, they decided not to go back for the time being, and they could solve any problems through video. That night, a strong wind blew outside, making a humming sound. Soon, it started to rain. Zhang Yuxi stood in front of the window and said, "Wait until the rain stops, and the weather will be even hotter." In the middle of the night, Zhou Qilin called and said that the third uncle had passed away 20 minutes ago. Everything came too suddenly, and Lin Feng was stunned. Zhang Yuxi asked dazedly, "Who's calling?" "Third uncle passed away." Zhang Yuxi woke up suddenly. "Passed away? When?" 20 minutes ago. Zhang Yuxi was stunned. What should we do now? Xiaobao has troubled his wife these days, and Sabao and the others are also watching. I will definitely go to help with the funeral of third uncle. Zhang Yuxi nodded. You go to sleep, I'll go to the hospital to see. Drive slowly. The hospital is discussing the funeral affairs with third aunt and Lin Rui, and there are still many procedures to be done. Except for Lin Feng, everyone who can come has come. Lin Dan and Lin Dashan are almost at the hospital. It is a pity for them that they can't see each other for the last time. Lin Da, whose household registration was not moved to the city, just because he wanted to return to dust and return to earth when he is old, and he can rest in peace. When they were chatting before, Lin Dan and Lin Dashan agreed that cremation would be fine. Lin Da, who wanted to choose a place with good feng shui to bury himself. The funeral of the eldest aunt was cremated there. The formalities were handled, the body was sent to the funeral home, cremation was arranged, and then placed in the cemetery. There was nothing particular about it. The burial depends on an auspicious day and when to bury it. There was someone in my hometown who knew how to do this. After calculating, it was 4 days later. During these 4 days, the location of the cemetery had to be selected. Only the elderly and children were left in the village. During the holidays, Lin Feng would occasionally go to the countryside with his parents to worship his grandparents. Many people in the village asked Lin Dashan and his friends to do things, and they would help in any way they could. Therefore, when Lin Feng and his friends went to the countryside to select a site, many relatives came to see if there was anything they could do to help. After giving money and choosing a site, they just had to pick the person up in the countryside. Now, after paying money, someone will do it for you properly. The car that picks people up is not an ordinary car. You have to give red envelopes and set off firecrackers when you go back and forth. In the past, these things were arranged by men, but now that people are buried, everyone who can come comes to worship. Even Zhang Anmin, a distant relative, came. Wearing simple black or white clothes, the coffin was buried on this sunny day. Gradually, the sound of crying was heard. The third aunt cried the most, and finally turned into a howling cry. I used to think that I would definitely die before you, because sooner or later I would be mad at you. I didn't expect that you would be the first to die. Well. After saying these few words, she could only cry. Lin Xiaolin also cried very sadly. After the death of the person, those words that were difficult to say could be said. Dad, I'm sorry, I was ignorant before and made you worry. In the future, I will definitely take Tong Tong to live a good life and live my own life. Lin Rui choked up. Dad, you can rest assured, I will take good care of mom and sister. Lin Dashan wiped his tears. Second brother, go well, I will burn something for you every year in the future, and send me a dream if you need anything. Lin Dan did the same. Me too, we brothers will come to see you. The adults stood in front, and the younger generation stood in the back. They were also very sad and cried. Zhang Yuxi was holding Xiaobao in the back, feeling sad. Xiaobao didn't understand anything, and he held her neck and said softly, Mom, don't cry, sister, brother, don't cry. Zhang Yuxi held Xiaobao tightly, smelling the scent of Xiaobao. Xiaobao let her hold him, and was infected by the sad atmosphere. and he was well behaved and didn't make any noise. It was almost time to say goodbye, and people left one after another. Lin Feng walked to the middle of the mountain with Zhang Yuxi in his arms, and looked back. A new grave was added to an inconspicuous place, and a gust of wind blew. The atmosphere was very heavy, and the third aunt cried several times, and finally she had no tears and remained silent. Chapter 600 Study Abroad. Back to the city. After settling the third aunt, they went home. As for whether the third aunt wanted to live with Brother Rui, it was up to her. After a busy day, everyone was in a bad mood, and Lin Feng asked the children to rest early. The four treasures said that they would be filial to them in the future. It is said that a son wants to support his parents but they are not there. This time, the four treasures also deeply realized that they must be filial to their parents in the future. Definitely. Lin Feng and Zhang Yuxi both smiled with relief. Okay, Mom and Dad will enjoy your blessings in the future. Enjoying blessings is just talk. Parents are destined to work hard and worry about their children. Zhang Yuxi fell asleep, and Lin Feng changed her clothes gently. He took a small purse from her neck. This was sewn by juggling for her. There were dog teeth, peppers, mung beans, cinnabar. I heard from the older generation that when children go to some places, they should prepare some things to ward off evil spirits. In Lin Feng's memory, when he returned to the countryside, he would always put a handful of rice, mung beans, etc. in his pocket. Lin Feng packed up Zhang Yuxi, and Zhang Yuxi hugged him from behind, her voice full of sadness. Husband. Yes, I'm here. I don't want to lose you. I can't live without you. Today she put herself in the situation, if she and Lin Feng were to part after 100 years, what if he was the one who left first? I don't want you to leave first, what if I'm left behind? But I don't want to leave first either, I can't bear to leave you. She said hopefully, I hope we can die together. Lin Feng knew that she was touched by the funeral of the third uncle today, and so was he. That's just the beginning, and birth, aging, illness and death are normal things. Whether we like it or not, we have to experience it. He kissed her to comfort her. Don't think about it, we still have at least 40 or 50 years to live. Zhang Yuxi nodded, and was particularly well behaved at night. The funeral of the third uncle was over, and life had to go on. Yu Zheng and others said goodbye to the third aunt and left Micheng. Lin Feng was also going to leave, and he had to register for Erbao and Sanbao. The third aunt's eyes were swollen from crying these days, but she had to face reality. Ask her about her future plans. I won't live with your brother Rui either. Young people and old people can't get along together. Third aunt has a good heart, but she is tongue-tied and speaks without thinking or considering the occasion. She knows this, but she can't change it or learn it after so many years. Lin Feng asked, what are third aunt's plans for the future? Third aunt sighed, looked around the room, and looked lonely. I plan to do some small business on my own, buy some vegetables or something. Joe Killen on the side frowned. Why are you doing these things at your age? What if you sprain your waist again? Lin Feng knew that the last time third aunt sprained her waist, it took half a month to recover, and she lay in bed for a week. Third aunt looked confused. What should I do alone? Joe Killen said quickly, play cards with me, go out to play, and enjoy your old age when you are old. Third aunt shook her head. I can't sit still, I have to find something to do. Since she insisted on this, Lin Feng and others couldn't say anything. And, I'm going to register Erbao and Sanbao. Sanbao will go abroad to study. You take good care of yourself here. Call me if you have anything. She saw and remembered everything Lin Feng did during this period. With a loving face, she said, don't worry, you have been busy cooking during this period. You have worked hard. Lin Feng said softly, we are all family. It's awkward to say these things. During this summer vacation, the children have developed feelings for each other, so I decided to take them to New York together this time. There happened to be a villa in New York. This time, Anlan and Liu Bo also came on the day of Lin Daohu's burial. They lived in the old house these days. When he learned that he was going out, okay, I was thinking of taking a walk. I was bored. Now, Lin Feng is the only one left in Micheng. He took the two children from Lin Rui's family, Zheng Anmin's wife Su Kiki and daughter, and Lan, and Lin Xiaolin and daughter. Lin Xiaolin went with them for Tuang. In the past half month, the comparison between her daughter and Lin Feng's daughter is simply. Moreover, she saw the changes in her daughter, and she could only sigh that she did not have the financial ability to give her the best. This time, She prepared 30,000 yuan so that her daughter could also go and have fun, see the world, and broaden her horizons. In the past, with her living conditions, she could not go abroad casually. It was nothing to go abroad for fun once every 1 or 2 years. Besides, without her, Tong Tong could not do anything happily, and there was no one to accompany her. It takes more than 20 hours to fly from Michang to New York. Lin Feng has the privilege to fly directly. It can save more than 4 hours, almost 5 hours. This is the first time that Lin Xiaolin has seen a private jet. She knows that the person is rich, but she didn't expect that he is so rich. Tong Tong was stunned and felt like she was dreaming. Lin Rui was in a bad mood this time and didn't want to go out. The third aunt insisted that he go out to relax. The journey of more than 20 hours was over, but the third aunt let it go. This is also the first time that Lin Rui has taken Lin Feng's private jet, and so have his 2 sons. Su Kiki was also stunned by the luxury of the private jet. With older brothers and sisters around, Xiaobao didn't need Raymond Lam's care at all, and he felt very relaxed. After more than 20 hours of flight, they arrived in New York. The school chosen by Sanbao was Juilliard Academy. It is one of the world's top professional music schools, dance schools and drama schools. It specializes in cultivating high-level talents engaged in music performance and creation, and is known as the Harvard of the music world. New York is very familiar to Sanbao. This time when he went to the school to register, Raymond Lam only needed to do 2 things. Sign. Raymond Lam found a tour guide for them and took Lin Rui and others to play in New York. Their family was busy arranging a dormitory for Sanbao. This time, Dabao also participated in it, busying around, and Raymond Lam basically didn't need to do anything. Before coming, he paid the dormitory reservation fee, and the staff arranged the accommodation directly. The cost is really high. The cost of a single room alone is as expensive as 160,000 yuan a year. The tuition for freshmen is more than 200,000 yuan a year, and the tuition and accommodation fees are about 400,000 yuan a year. Not to mention the usual living expenses, etc. This money is nothing to Raymond Lam. The tuition fees are all earned by Sanbao himself in the past few years. Lin Feng didn't spend a penny. He was busy with this matter all day, registering, handling procedures, purchasing, etc. Sanbao is a celebrity, and many students know him and greet him in a friendly way. There are also many fans of Bao. They enthusiastically asked for their contact information and invited them to have dinner together, etc. Bao refused straightforwardly. With just a cold attitude and a look, he could fight back. End of this chapter. Thank you very much for reaching the end. Don't forget to like. Looking for more exclusive content and immediate access? Subscribe to our Patreon. Remember, every like, subscription, or donation encourages us to continue. Thanks to everyone. See you in the next video.